Imaxit/Wemaxit platforms. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect you a lot. And how to become a member, please do click the join button as well. Let me know if you're getting any lags at any point so I can change the internet because I'm outside in my garden. I thought that this is the best place for me to actually try and do a video to get some relief, release I should say, yeah, because we had watched some games yesterday and we want to break them down and even look at some of the games to come. I'm going to take a different side as to what people expected me to do, Yes, so anyways, we are going to be talking about the Concacaf U20s 20 World Cup qualifiers. You had Costa Rica took on Cuba. We're going to break that down. And then we have Jamaica took on USMNT. All right. And I have said USMNT for one specific reason. All right. Yes, it's USA U20s, but it's USMNT. So US men's national team. All right. Yes. So yeah, we're gonna break down both of those games. So let me start with Costa Rica because obviously they had played too. Played it, yes, and let me break down that. So we had that game finished to 1-1. 1-1 apiece. All right. So starters for Costa Rica is Bernie Rojas. That's the keeper, number 1. Kenny Myrie. He had a yellow card. That's number 2. Andre Naranjo, that's number 6. Daylan Aguilar, number 15. Julian Gonzalez, number 12. Dylan Massis, number 14. Albert Barahona, number 5, which is the captain on the day. Walter Ramirez over the left-hand side. Very technical player. Number 16. Number 11, one of the stars for the tournament, Andy Rojas. He did miss the penalty as well. So maybe that's going to come back to haunt him. But he's definitely a top player. Showcased very easily the level of talent that he does have. Esteban Cruz. He was one of the guys on my breakout list. He got a goal yesterday as well. Very good goal. Peel off the back of the defender and broke the line of the offside. Wonderful goal right there. And you have Leonardo Alfaro. So that was the starting lineup for Costa Rica. Then for Cuba, you had Yordi Odelin, the goalkeeper. I thought that he was the man of the match yesterday. Fantastic. It made some point blank saves. Looks very good. But we're going to get to the detailing as well. Elvis Casanova, number 2. Leandro Mena, number 8. Walberto Leon, number 4. Karel Perez, number 5. He looks very good. Like him. I like him. O'Neal Casanova, number 7. Romario Torres, number 11. A next solid player. Like his attitude. Big, strong, physical, and also technical as well because he was linking the plays throughout the game. So number 5 and number 11 was my 2 players them that I actually like. Number 20, Samuel Rodriguez. Christian Mendoza, number 17. Jordan Castagna, number 18. And Michael Cameo, number 10. All right, so let me pull out some of the statistics just to run through it in the end. Comparison right here. So comparison was 14 shots to Costa Rica to 8 to Cuba. All right, 1 goal apiece. 7 on target for Costa Rica, which I told you guys they had to make some ridiculous saves. A keeper was very good. So Cuba has a keeper that can step up to the big level. All right, and two on target for Cuba. All right, once it would work for Costa Rica, none for Cuba, and 5-5 apiece off target. All right. Possession was 50%. All right, so let me tell you how this game worked. First 10 minutes, I thought that Cuba ran out and made themselves made the pattern of the game because I knew that if Costa Rica had started the way they wanted, they wouldn't have played the pace of the game and trying to play wing transition all along and back to front. They like to build up. Costa Rica likes to build up but they never had no option because the physicality coming from Cuba was very, very good. They caused all sorts of problems right through that first 10 to 15 minutes, all right, and took Costa Rica off their game. And in that time, they won a penalty, and they had a next chance, a next entry as well, which I liked that one as well, you know. So that after that, you had Roas. Roas started to hold on onto the ball in isolated areas. So it starts to work out a little bit better for Costa Rica once their actual technical players to do what they do best, which is to hold on to the ball and make the plays count. All right. Yes, Walter Ramirez and Ross, those were the two guys started to hold the ball in isolative pockets to create overloads, because Ross, it was 3 players marking him for the entire game. If you watch the game, that's how you know he's a star, and he still got away from the 3 players a few times well. All right. So that kid is going to be one of the next top players coming through, top young players coming through for Costa Rica. He looks very, very solid. All right. Yes. So after that, I thought that Costa Rica took over the game from around 30 minutes straight to around 60 minutes in the game. All right. They did. I thought that they rescinded the red card. They rescinded the red card because Costa Rica was dominating the play, and then Cuba broke out and they got a one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper slid and touched the ball off clearing it, touched it with his foot. It's his torso, and then kind of went down on his arm, and they gave a red card for it. I thought it was the only poor decision from the referee, but it helped the girl, it helped the lady referee, because an infringement took place in the transition, hence why they pulled back the play. But I thought it was not it was not a red card, none at all, because he went honestly trying to challenge for the play. He touched the ball with 2 parts of his body. He has no control to leave his arm. I thought that was kind of dodgy. Let me know if you guys saw that as well. But I was impressed with Cuba. They are not the best with their transition, so that is one thing we saw. They are not the best with transition, and U20s transition is very much important. When you can change your style, you can go back to front, you can build through the phase, you hold up play, you mark your zones, you have the education. It's very much important, because we're going to come to that right after, as it relates to the USA game. All right. Yes. So that's the only thing I saw with Cuba. They can pass the ball. Sorry about that. I had a little glitch. All right, but the Wi-Fi is still holding up well outside. All right. Sorry about that, guys. So let me go through the comments. Aubrey, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Hush Puppy in the buildings says, bless up JD and Imaxit family. Thanks for being here. Aubrey said, I didn't watch the game. It was 4-0. Aubrey, we're talking about more than one game. We're talking about Costa Rica at this point. Omar Fowling said, JD, after you're done on your stuff from the Edin, can you comment on how will match up against CR? Yes, man. That's what I was going into. Leon Mitchell, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Owen, Samson, massive respect. Princewood, big up yourself. Dark Arse FC, Princewood. Yeah, man, big up on yourself. 80 football. Yeah, man. JD, I think everybody involved with the under-20 coaching staff must go. All right. So let me go into what we saw from both teams, because that's the reason why I watch both teams, because we're not delusional and we don't sell sensationalism. We never have done that on this platform. We always stay true to football, and football always wins. That's why we always win. All right, and we will never change. It doesn't matter how much people sell we out along the way, because they love sweets. We will never change. We will always stand up and stand for something and make it count. And that's why our fan base respect us like this. So anyways, what I saw from Cuba, the transitional play was limited. It was majority from back to front. Back to front football, back to front. They showed little glimpse of 1-2. Could have broke out from the press. Maybe it's just the caliber of Costa Rica's pressing caused them that problem, because sometimes we're not matching the reaction timing properly, so we could have some problems here and there. All right. So that is one. For Cuba. For Costa Rica now, Costa Rica, It's the opposite. Costa Rica showcased that physicality they might not be the best at. And they tried to shift to match Cuba's physicality. It never worked out. As it relates to their technical ability, they have much more technical players, but it showcased that they can get offset if you try to pressure them being physical. All right, they can lose their heads because we saw that yesterday. All right, but they are technically good enough. Once they're ready and set to string their passes. I think they can string their passes and cause astronomical problems. What I would say, their forward line is very good. Rojas and my boy is very good, very strong. One individual can hold up the ball. All right, so it's a different style from United States. All right, so it brings the diversity coming from their team. So Costa Rica is going to be handful for Jamaica, and I think Costa Rica going into the game as the favorites, maybe 1-2 goals favorites. I wouldn't say it's a 6 goal favorites like what I said for United States, which I'm going to come talk about United States right after. But Costa Rica going in that as the 100% favorites by around 2 goals. All right, because their transition is a little bit better, and I could see their reaction timing, and it's better than Jamaica's reaction timing as well. Samson said, all right, militant bro, big up yourself, thanks for being here. COVID going around again, you know. Okay. AJD, Christopher, El Salvador in the building, massive respect, thanks for being here. Football Global said, JD, this doesn't even deserve your time, my bro. No, but my time is I'm talking about every team, you know. That's how I always do. In my tournament setups, I've always talked about every team, and I'm doing the same now. So it's not just solely about Jamaica. I've never focused on only Jamaica. It's always you have to either learn about other team. That's my job. That's my job and my style. Nari Williams, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Jay, big up yourself. Tasha Blake, massive respect. Then we have J-Rose said JFF setting up the youths. All right. So before we go there, let me share the video around. Please take your time and hit the like button. I'm gonna share the video around because I might only have 2 hours because I'm outside, as you guys saw, and maybe the battery don't hold up for more than 2 hours. Yes. So let me share this so other people could see that I'm live. And you take your time and hit the like button in that same time. All right. Yeah, man. And I've made sure to put that cue in it, you know, people, to say that I'm going to always be the person I am. Because I've realized that a lot of people come by and they are the sweetie trees type of people, you know. And those are the type of people feeling, you think that is a JFF feeling, Jamaica? It's a sweetie trees them that only care about themselves, feeling Jamaica. The people that claim that they have knowledge and they don't try to pass on the knowledge to their people. Those are the people that's feeling Jamaica, all right? The sweetie trees. Feel in Jamaica more than anything else, and that's why I keep myself to myself, because I know that a lot of people are just sweetie trees and desperate for notoriety and beneficial treatments. They don't want to work for nothing, and they have no cause. All right, they are not fighting for no cause, and that's what I think is the biggest problem. All right, so that's why the JFF can get away with what they are getting away with. All right, and that's why I've stand by myself and standing on business. All right, and always will stand on business. All right, 1 second, people. Let me share it, and then they will go straight, because we need the stats and stuff of the Jamaica game. All right, so that's done. Oh my God, I closed the wrong thing. All right, let me try go back in history to get it. All right. Right. Football Global said leader is the #1 sweetie. No, man, leader is working. He's working. For that, I'm talking about people that has no affiliation with the JFF, and they are trying. They are desperately trying to get in or get around just for beneficial treatment, and they're not telling you the truth when they have the people in ears, and the people are the ones that will be fighting for the cause. You get me? A lot of them are the same. It's a combination of problem facts. If they don't know what they're doing, why they take the job, I don't know. Maybe they have been given the job. Yes, because as you saw, before we even go into the game, remember, you know, the reason why Mr. Speed put these guys beside the main coach and stuff, it is not by accident. It's to gain enough knowledge so he can say that he's giving them a boss. All right, so it's if they have learned enough to put it out on the field. Mr. Miran Garden got his chance with the U17. It ended miserable as well. And now it's Mr. Wade getting back a chance because Mr. Wade had done great getting a draw against a Mexico team that I don't think was the best Mexican team. And the game was not a 50-50 game. It was like a 90-10 game. And God don't interfere in the play, but God did interfere on that day. Go and watch the game yourself. You understand me? So he's still getting praise for that and not necessarily the reality. You know, yes. You're right, JD. It's not only JFF, but the whole football fraternity in Jamaica. That is just the truth. Ricardo said Costa Rica plays with more flair and they are more team orientated than US or than us. Work ethic, possession, passing, etc. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. So you're just seeing a part of the train breaking down. That's how these guys get the rules. You know, I'm not saying it's bad. It's the worst thing to do because I've always said if you have a plan to work a certain way, like getting a certain amount of local players, I think it's best for you to get a local coach because obviously you're not planning to win anything. You understand me? Yes, so you just go that direction, period. You understand me? Which is fair, you know? And so I have no problem for them to hire local coaches, but make sure you don't hire the local coaches and putting pressure on them to say that you want them to qualify. Because I think that is a recipe for failure, all right? That is a recipe for failure. So that is the Costa Rica game. Costa Rica, for me, would be 1 or 2 goals ahead of Jamaica. And based off natural talent, I actually think they're more talented than Jamaica team as well. All right, so majority of them actually plays in the main league, and this is what will come back to haunt you because I have went around because I took 2 hours and I've listened right throughout. Everybody seems to be making excuse for Jamaica, saying that it's because of travels and all sorts of foolishness. United States team, 5 of the players are professional players playing more games than Damian Lowe, playing more minutes than Damian Lowe. They are professional players. We never have no chance of beating United States. The only thing we could have begged for is to actually get something favorable like a 2-0 loss or something. So let me tell the people the truth. Nobody leave here thought that we had a chance to win the game. Not even the coach in our brain cell never believed we were going to win the game. Even the people that told me about the arrangement and the travels, them never believe we were going to win the game. So I'm just telling you the honest truth. Nobody never believed we were going to win the game. Nobody at all. So now let them change the amount now. That is just to put wrongful pressure. Anybody with any brain cell knew that we couldn't beat the United States team. It's not possible because they are just better. All right, let me go into detailing now. All right, let me go into detail now, because some people will tell you those lies, you know, and I'm trying to show you that it's lies they are telling you because they are trying to sell you cocoa juice because they know and they have said the same thing. They just don't say it in front of your face because it benefits them to keep you fool. That's what I've always said to you. And I am not in the fool business. I'm into educating my people business. And I will stay on that forever. All right? And until you guys don't want education. Period. All right? So let me go through the lineups now. The lineups. Let me go through the lineups. Let me go through the lineups, people. 1 second, because I'm working outside, you know. It's my quality. This is my bar outside, my bar, and my area that I park my thing. You have the bikes them here, and I'm outside taking out some fresh breeze. You know, give you something different. You know, authentic. You get me? So I'm giving you the energy. You know, I'm getting the energy from the little good weather here. You know, I miss the weather in Jamaica. You know, we're gonna get to the quote and all of those things, but let me reason out. Let me reason out everything because remember, let me reason out everything. All right. Yes. So, anyways, then let me go to the starting 11s. Then for United States, Adam Burgee in goal. Solid goalkeeper. You can get your history on him because he's a pro to semi-pro player. Semi-pro to pro player. All right. I don't think he's fully pro. All right. Then Aiden, semi-pro to full pro player. All right, semi-pro to pro player. So when I say full, that means they are just full, period. Noah Cobb is a full pro player, full pro. Nolan Norris, mix as well. Luca Bambino, mixed as well. Pedro Soma is one of the wonder kids them coming through. Cruz Medina, you guys know him well. He's one of the wonder kids them from Youth 17s coming through. All right. Reynes, he's one of the wonder kids as well. Vasquez, one of the wonder kids as well. Zambrano, one of the wonder kids as well. And Ramos, one of the wonder kids. The biggest baller on the team coming through, he was on the bench. His name is Nicholas Sakiris. He's a defensive midfielder, central midfielder type player. He's a proper professional MLS player. So that means I'm just going through the bench, you know. I'm going through the bench to show you, say, because in this game, I said, I wonder if they're not taking Jamaica serious, because they have some of their better players on the bench. All right, so Kira Figueroa, he's from Liverpool. I thought that he had a very good season to be among some of the best players. So Kira was not on the field. Nico is not on the field as well. Taha Arbran is not on the field as well. He's also an MLS player as well. So a lot of these guys are actually MLS players, people. Majority of them on the starting lineup is MLS players. Majority of them on the bench is MLS players. We barely have players from local can make MLS teams in history. These guys are professional players playing. So why I'm saying all of that is to show you that you should not put that expectation on the players them either, because they never pick themselves. All right, and that's why I had made my video early on when I heard a statement from a next person saying that, oh, we have Christopher, where again? Iansworth. We have Iansworth. We have this, and they're playing in the JPL. But I don't hear it tell the fan base to say that we're coming up against this reality. Everybody's MLS and MLS Next Pro. The worst year is MLS Next Pro or Mexican League. All right, everybody, and that is the actual second to third string team, because the next team is kind of funneled into the Olympic. So that's why you never get it, and a combination of players never got released, because you still have the MLS going on now. So some of the players them that could have played still stuck in the MLS. So it's between the Olympics and also the MLS never released some of their players, people. All right, so those are the reality situation. So my conversation here is not beating any player, because you know what? I have the education to and have the sense to know that we never have a chance to beat this team. It's just not possible. They are playing at a higher level. They have a higher coaching, and they are better players. So if all three levels of life they are the better in, why should I be coming here and being like a madman? It makes no sense. So you're not gonna hear me bashing any player today. You get me? So let me start now by breaking down the game now. The start for the Jamaica starting lineup. So Jamaica starting lineup, which was surprising as well. Tawi and Lynch, Shadiko, Wizard. So he just comes straight in and goes straight in the squad as well. Nashan Bolt came straight in and go in the squad as well. We had Romy and Blake in the team. Javin Williams came straight in the squad as well. Brian Burkett came in as well. Adrian Reed was the captain before, so he's the one that's in the squad. Welsh in the squad. Welsh was on the normal team before. Ashton Gardner was on the normal team before. Roshan Small and Nilewa in the team. So this team is a few overseas based players. Aside from Welsh, everyone else is two version. So we have only one person trying to break into a main team, which is Lauren Oren, whatever the name is, trying to break into that team. That's one person alone on our list. One person for our entire team. And then it's a mixture between MLS 2, Prem 2, and JPL. So that is the reality right there. The entire squad. Nobody can twist no story. That is the facts. I don't even have to look at their clubs or nothing. That is the facts, because we know it. All right. So that's what we started with. On the bench, some of our best players. Iansworth, one of our best players. Reynolds, one of our best players. So those are the highest profile player we have on from Jamaica, Ainsworth is the highest profile player, and Reynolds is the highest profile overseas player. So those are the two sides right there. All right, so let me go to the matchup right here, the comparison. So this is the comparison, people. Why are they doing it like that? So let me. All right, this is a comparison. Wonderful. So we had a call yesterday, CC, and I said that if United States doesn't get off 25 to 35 shot, I think it's a failure. All right, and if Jamaica gets over 10 shots, God will come. All right, and clearly God never came because it's his 4 shots. And one of the shots was a free kick coming in from Adrian Reed. Terrible free kick that he just kicked on the ground and it just rolled straight to the keeper. We did add one good shot, one half-decent shot in the game. So really and truly, we only had 1 shot in the entire game. Really and truly, we only had 1 shot in the game. Remember, guys, I am watching the game and I'm breaking down the game. So I'm not making mistakes. And they had 20 shots, 7 on target to 3 for Jamaica on target. Obviously, we described the shot just a while ago. Every one of United States 7 shots that's on target are shots that if our keeper don't save, it's a 100% goal. All right. Our shots, them, it never draw, then they save. The keeper just stood up and just stick the ball up off the ground. So it never really draw anything. You get me? To be honest. All right. Yes. So United States got 20 shots, and it's not because they couldn't get 25 to 35. After the first 2 goals scored, which was very, very early, let me get to it. The first 2 goals that scored was in the 3rd and the 2nd and the 3rd minute, based off 2 errors of Jamaica's play. We were trying to pass it out from the back. We passed it from the right-hand side, go into the right deeper line midfielder, and then he tried to pass it back to the said defender, and it goes straight through the gap. But because we had one person trapping right here, and the next person looking for the channel, that tells you, oh, you're ready and you're a coach properly. So you make sure to force the error. So you're setting the defender to be looking at you whilst still paying attention to the one right here. And then he got offset because that man is right in between him, and then he latched onto the ball, and it's 1-0. The next one was way further up the pitch, way further up the pitch, and once he broke, that was a super finish from Vasquez. Super finish from Vasquez. Super finish. The first one was very good as well, because when he struck it, it's top bins, top bins. So the goals that was scored, the first 2 goals are world class at U20s level. World class. All right. Yes. Obviously, the plays that led up to the goal was Jamaica's error, but it was still designed by United States because they had 3 players at all times doing the 3 major functions in football, just to test you. If you can't play it from the back, don't try. All right, the United States is not the team that you should learn to try to play it from the back with. It's not going to work because they're going to test you right through the game. JD, that's correct. We didn't stand a chance to win, but yet we are trying to playing attacking football and can't defend. That's the point that we just reached now. So that's for the first 2 goals. So clearly we realize that the option to pass out from the back not going to work because they are right on top of us. They have no fear for Jamaica at all because they can go up the pitch. They realize that their reaction timing is way higher. When they're moving, Jamaica can't get close to them. You have to either kick them down, because Adrian Reed started off to kick down people because he can't catch them. And I'm very much surprised that he wouldn't be closer to them. You understand me? Because he's playing at the Concacaf level. We have to be honest, he plays at the Concacaf level with Cavaliers. So I expected those ones to be a little bit better. But I do believe that the rest of the team took them down with them, to be honest. All right? Yes, then Pedro Soma, first and second goal from Pedro Soma was terrible from Jamaica. Terrible. Basic football, horrible. I just looked at Tactical Stream just to get something different as to what he's saying. And he's saying this is the garbage team. And to be honest, I'm not gonna say garbage. I will not disrespect the players them because obviously it's my players them and I want them to do the best. But it was basic football. Pedro Soma, one of the smallest individuals, just walked through and just tapped the ball in the back of the net off a corner. One of the smallest individuals. That's terrible. 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 I don't know what happened, but that's terrible. So both of Soma's goals, you could say the third one, the third one, you could give it a pass. But the fourth one, terrible, terrible, terrible. All right. And then from that, the floodgates open. It could have easily well be 13, 14, realistic because they missed some good chances, to be honest. But I thought that once the fourth went in, they dropped their standard, they dropped their style, they are starting just to try play through it. And maybe their coach taught them something. Maybe their coach taught them something to say that don't be too relaxed. Because the problem is you could lead into injuries because once the Jamaican players getting close to them, they're making some rush challenges. After 2 minutes, I said I thought Jamaica would have gotten a red card because the way they're sliding in and all of those stuff. So it was our show, but we're still stuck in try to watch the players and give or take. But we after the first 60 minutes, we knew that it's not going to be a pretty sight. We strongly believe that this can be any score on the day. All depends on what tempo United States want to play at. All right, we never had anything on them. We were forced into a few substitution. I think around 3 for the first half. So the best players that we talked about, the Christopher Ainsworth and the Wolves player, they came on. Reynolds, they came on, tried to press higher, but we were struggling. That was not our problem. Our problem was we are giving them too much space and time on the ball. So what we have to do is be more compact. But he decided to say we're gonna bring on more attackers. So it was down to just what United States decided, what tempo they decide to play, determine how much we're going to actually collect on the day because they are light years, better reaction timing. They're just moving, passing, 1-2 flicker, not even looking. Okay, I know you're going to run there. So you can clearly see that they know what they're doing. All right? Yeah, and obviously, they are trying to avoid injuries, but still try to keep it at a modest pace based off, so they can't take the tackles of Jamaica. Just to avoid the tackles of Jamaica, you know? They were trying their best to try avoid the tackles of Jamaica, so that's why they kept it at a moderate pace, and goals came after that. I thought they were okay with 2, 3, 4 goals. They were okay with that, but obviously they had to keep the tempo up because if you do coaching, you can't tell the players them to shut off because the opposing team will come at you and find it disrespectful and injure your players them. All right, and you saw that was about to happen because Jamaica made like 13. Not 30, around 7 solid bad tackles back to back when they slowed it down. So they had to keep the tempo going over and over just to make sure they survived through the game. And I thought that United States was trying to survive through the game and not necessarily want to push the pace because it could have been embarrassing if they truly wanted to push the pace. Let me go through the chat now. Chris Smith, big up yourself, thanks for being here. Everyone, big up yourself, thanks for being here. Guys, I don't have the thing to type in, hit the like button, so I want to see if you guys hit the like button on your own. I don't want to tell you over and over. I think the work speaks for itself. The education that we go and provide to you speaks for itself. So that means we're not going to be the one over here disrespecting any player. They are this, they are that, because we knew what we expected. All right. Our conversation was always saying that Jamaica might be trying to fight for third because Costa Rica might be slightly better than them. And Cuba, we should be targeting. That was always our talk here. So I can't change my mouth after one day. That's why I'm talking about United States a lot more than Jamaica, because I had known that Jamaica ain't nowhere United States. 876 CEO said, me 8 Butler, but him I go run with this. Jamaica fail again. I don't think Butler apply education to nothing. He's just gonna talk. What I've just applied, if you approach it that way, you have no problem. All right? Yes, and that's why sometimes ego is not the way to go. Because when you push your ego up, then you can't have no legs to stand on. If I had been out here saying Jamaica will be winning the game and USA lucky if they get something from the game, then I would have to come out here and start bashing the players. So that's why I'm saying if you leave with education, you tend to can't get it wrong. All right, you tend to can't get it wrong, and the education always expose the truth. Jason Guna said, JD, did you notice Blake couldn't use his right foot and couldn't move either? Why did they play with an injured player? I don't think he was injured starting the game. I don't think he was injured starting the game. He got 2 clips in the game and maybe he had problems. But maybe you know more than me and he was injured. But we heard that 50 other players injured. So why we bring everybody that's injured? You know, I think that is just leading to as an excuse. Blake looked fine to me. At first, he was just trying to play balls and they closed him down very fast. Because they acknowledge that anyone that should link the play to midfield would have been him. So they locked him down and then make sure he puts it in the spaces so they can get to the spaces faster rather than direct to players. That's what I saw still. But maybe you know more than me. All the Cavalier players are so poor playing in JPL and no levels were shown. 876. Which player we know that you ever say, like which player now we know that you think could have competed with these U20 players, under 20? Like pick a player from Jamaica you honestly believe would have competed with these players, because I've said none. I've said none under 20 would have competed with them. None. It doesn't matter how much hype they have. None would have competed with them because they know football fundamentals. And that is even some of our most talented players in the country. That is our problem, big boss. All right? Rudolph speed is the biggest problem with the Jamaican football. We will take calls for that. Omar Fowling says, good morning, JD. Blessings, King. Big up yourself. Massive respect. Ronnie says they may have started injured players because of the bot calling the best available players. Okay, well, GSM would provide me with the information that they have. I don't have those information. I'm just looking at the players playing, and I've watched the game 3 times just to break down as much things. Chris Smith said, JD, been telling them for years know about football education. These local people, football people, feel the youths and these YouTubers trying to lie. I think it's just a benefit for them to tell people whatever, you know. JD chatting too much, go sit down. Thank you very much. All right. You are too done, so you can stay on your ego. Perfect. All right. JD, the excuse start about injured players. No. I'm just trying to get the information. I don't know on any injury info. Just observing. Okay, well, watch it again. Watch it again from the start and look at his 2-3 first passes. Them looked very okay until he gets a tackle. I saw him started to move a little bit more jiggy. That's what I saw still. So maybe I am wrong. JD, I feel the first set of players from the first qualifying stage would do better. True, JD. We have no player that can compete. Yes. But I had said to you, I think that this squad is weaker. This squad is weaker than the actual first squad. All right, I actually said that, you know, I actually said that, and I agree with you. I thought that we would have looked a little bit more organized, and we would have competed a little bit better. All right, yeah, man. So people, I'm gonna put on the call in so you guys can call in. I'm gonna look at the back end right after I'm done with the call in. I am going to do the prediction for the rest of the games to come. All right. Damien says not bashing the players, but is Reed good enough for the senior team? I think he was not good enough for the senior team. I don't think Dixon was good enough for the senior team. This is just who we are as a people. And at this point, I honestly can say that the diaspora and the locals are not the same. I think they're not the same, and that's what I think a lot of people need to stop fight for. You know, we are all Jamaicans, but there is a separation, and the separation is the diaspora is privy to more reality tricks. I still think our local is still stuck in ego. You get me? So majority of these selections are just ego selections, nothing else. And promotion to get sales. I know people said that, oh, it's just England alone will be getting sold, obviously, but you're getting seen on big stage. And obviously, people would say that once you make the team, you have to have some skill set. So it's just the proper players. To be honest, Sakpa say JD, today the Jamaica versus USA play. Yeah, because we play USMNT. We played USMNT. So today, we are gonna play the real team. All right. So guys, the number. Let me see if I can put the number in the chat. My number. 1 second, guys. Let me give you the number. Brain drain. Oh my God. You know the worst behaving human beings that got pop up on these days. You know. Brain drain said, but we are bigger, faster, and stronger. That is not true either. Brain drain. Because before the ball kicked off, the first thing I've noticed, both captains, the size difference was. Let me know if you guys saw that. The size difference was ridiculous. Al Marlon saying, oh my God, we are not big, faster, or stronger. I'm going to call Marlon in this one. Let me set the numbers so you can call in. All right. Is Hutchinson overplaying? No, Hutchinson is not. Hutchinson is older than this level. This level, guys. We still need a few more to get 100 likes. All right. Let me get the call-ins for you guys. It's good that my internet can reach so far. You know, then I will do more streams outside, people. I will do more streams outside. All right. So So that's the number. I posted the number right. I'm not seeing the number. Have you guys? Hold on. What's good here? Hold on. I just tried to post the number, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not a moderator on my own damn channel. I'm not a moderator. Morning. How you doing, man? You're so right. Fundamentals over everything. Yeah, man. Big up, big boss, man. Big up, man. But they say we should shut up, you know, and just make them live, you know, and don't talk. 466 46 24 71. All right, so that's the number, and the number posted right. People, don't block my own stream. I am the owner of the channel, so don't block my message because I can't get my message through. All right, so guys, put a plus. All right, let me put the numbers. Let me put the number there again, and then you put a plus in front of it because it looks like 2471. Because I put the plus, it's a problem. All right, so I just got it here. All right, so it looks like that's the situation. All right, I'm going to pin the message. All right, so it's there now, guys. Wonderful. So just put a plus in front of the number, and then you can call in, all right? All right, let me try get everyone. JD, the team look really bad playing last night. So how much better you think this team could get? That is the next question. Was Nine Love talent or coaching tactics? A bit of both. I think it has a lot to do with the level of quality players as well. A lot. The game last night was USA was light years ahead of Jamaica. JD, Jamaica midfield just has joined lodged. Man, them can't turn. Okay, all right. Jamaica football is a baller culture. I test only. So they say the youth is a baller is what we use to select players. Thank you very much, Melton Taffy. That is very true. Rude Boy said, who is the new coach of Reggae Boyz Jamaica national team? I don't know, you know. We are just focusing on the young youth them today to see if we have some talents coming through and not letting them force players on us. We have to stay for something. All right. Dunce football. Oh God. We in the US are bigger and smarter in the game play than Jamaica. I am Jamaican via my parents and play for Inter Miami Academy. I see the big difference when I play in Jamaica versus at Inter Miami. Tilted arrow. Well, Tilted Arrow, you have said it best, and I love that it's you saying it, so people can just understand, you know. Savage say, I live in Canada, bro, laugh out loud, but USA must be saying to JA players they not like us. Well, they are not like us for real. That is true. Let me try and call CC because CC. Let me call my brother because we said we are gonna call CC, you know. So let me just call
So,
CC.
I
CC,
understand. I want to go and say, is that spam?
you have time, CC? You have time?
We have time, man. Me there.
All right.
Man, me
So,
there, man.
so CC, good afternoon, Mr. CC. How are you doing?
Yeah, we can say 2-1 boss, man. 2-1 boss. Man, I said Jamaica go with 2-1.
All right. So CC, what you saw from the game, CC? We have to call it first, you know, because we had said we are not setting you up. Let me make sure we put that disclaimer
No,
out.
man, set up, man. Remember, say, why? They say wishful thinking, boss. Wishful thinking. Can't get you so far and nowhere. You see what happened to you, man? Right now, to be honest, like, we look clueless. At one point in time, I say between the coaching staff and the players, them look clueless. We never look like we know what we are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
man, we never look
so
like
are
we
you
know what
basing
we
that?
are doing.
Are you basing that off coaching? Because yesterday you said you are basing why we're gonna get a result off coaching, you know.
You know, so to be honest, me can't. Alright, me not to. It's also on a way. You say, oh, you know, I be the coach, but it's still a question come down to this JD. Me I say, oh, and sometimes I say somebody coach them. I don't know if I forget the job or if forget the job or if collect the money, make them just come out and say them things and attack like them have adequate time to do this and that. JD, when me account, you know, at 12 new players inside now.
12 new players, okay.
Between 10 to 12. So what I say is, even if we go get, say, 4 love, right? But that's what I say, even if we go lose, I don't think we would have lost this heavily. Given the fact, you know, these tournaments, remember we are playing against professional players. But may I say, even if we had the same complement of players going in, because they would have played together before and have an understanding.
Okay.
I remember, you know, in a football, the more you play together, and the more, you know, say chemistry and things. So it might not be as good as the next team, but because you have played a bit of games together, you have a little better understanding. So may I say, oh, the score would have reflected differently.
Okay.
And I just believe, say, oh, I just believe that the coach end up get basket for carry water, but as per usual, them can't come out and say certain things. So then they step the beating and then they end up in a situation. So me have to go beat the coach for say, oh, me have to beat the coach on the in and reselect players and select it's like you basically come in and reselect players in a one period when time you had players who in the round that they played first, JD, did they lose any game?
No, they never lost any games, but we played some dog trash teams, and we were terrible, just as the other teams.
But me I say, yeah, alright. So we play some trash team.
Yes.
We never really look good. But my thing is this: if you have somebody who play 5 games and them not lose none, even though them not look good. Or you go bring in somebody probably will say you're saying that person is better, but the person need them need game time if you can understand each other. So that's why I'm saying, you know, at the end of the day, they might not have looked as good as we would have hoped, but I don't think they would have looked as bad as last night. Some of these players might be better, you know, but some of the players that were in the team before JD, tell me, say you never see player in the team before that was the team before that we had. Tell me that you don't see players in that team before that would have been better than players always.
But CC, yesterday I had told you, CC, that the team before was better than this team. But you still believe that you're gonna come and tell me that a weaker team will be beating United States. So are you for the blame, you know, CC? It's you, you know, because I had given you all the possible information and you make all mathematics calculation.
Oh, man,
and
it's the dark, JD.
Boy, CC, boy, you have to just hide off of you. Just have a you two for around 2 days because them a chef up them knife for chop you up in a dish. Come here, sick.
Listen, JD, let me tell you, all right. Number one, not saying that I'm not consider say you want to be Not saying I'm not consider being an analyst first. But let's say for me, maybe I could have been realistic and say, boy, Jamaica will get 1-5 nil. You know? But what me I say is, it's very difficult, JD, from come out and say Jamaica lose. Even when time I know, say, yo, the probability of us losing is 90%.
Wow.
And winning is 10%.
Oh, okay.
Because it's just, all right. I mean, I want to say, yo, me I give me opinion and my analysis based off of bias. Because sometimes, if
no, CC, you know the good thing about yesterday? You had give an example. And the example embarrassed your actual prediction. So people know you were giving it not off no analysis. You were just giving it based off being biased. Yes, because you touched on Spain here. You touched on Spain and give the difference between Spain and Germany. You. And I said, CC, but you don't realize you tell we say we not no chance to win the game. And you still say, oh, JD, you know, the other man in the chat, wait till we win. Because if we win, me I come on the first. Not even one word in I say. So you were just wanting to not make anybody have a say.
But you're what now, JD. Remember, you know, did I not say the man them gonna have 8 to 12 attempts on target?
So
they have 10 attempts on target.
Who have 10 attempts on target?
The USA are 21 shots.
Okay, so did I not tell you that if Jamaica get 10 shots, gotta come?
Yeah, that tell me that
okay,
one. But what
okay.
what me I say to you is, when the man say the man have 10 shots on target, me I say, but like it come like say man have 10 shots on target and 9 goals. So I want save make.
No, they made them. We made saves, man. We made good amount of saves, man. The keeper make saves, man.
Them other save, they're not shot on target. Me talk about the shot them on target. Once it go on target, it was
yeah,
money.
because all of the goals them had 2 players in the box aside from the rocket launchers them.
When I time see man they make one transitional play.
Yeah.
See man they make one transitional play and a turn. And then by the time I quit me I say yo, the time when alright, them gonna score you now. The man they go say book. I make a triangle, bam, goal. Me say what?
I saw it as well. Yeah, man, I saw it.
Me say to myself, say no sir. Them man they make me look. Me say them man they make him one them right now. By the time I say man them out, they look like they flat out. Like the next thing me I thought, said JD, the team look like a team dead. It look like the man in carry for 5 minutes.
No, but it's a tempo. Yeah, look, maybe they go up against Costa Rica and look a little bit better because they are acclimatized to the weather and also Costa Rica. No, I listen to me. Listen to me. I am the analyst and I don't do favor for Jamaica. I don't do that. So I'm just saying something. Let me finish because I never said we are going to outpace no Jamaica.
No, man. I thought let me tell you that touch pan. I was saying we landing at the people in place 17th, right? The game is the 19th, and then some of the players them not land till the 18th. To my recollection, because I think the players they have the local player them and then they play them with the overseas base player them or the overseas players. So when they play they come in, I must be about the 18th. But more ask this question, JD. When did USA get Mexico?
USA got there 6 days before the tournament because some of them had to play MLS because they're that important. They had to play MLS. CC, they are that important. They had to play MLS.
But my thing is this: they had to play MLS, right? And them still get there 6 days before. We now play. Them man not play no. Kind of league no they play.
But
right
CC,
now.
I came out and told you guys that the man them said me that do this on purpose because when again now go set in so fast. So if them go later, it's better for them. The players them now go get the problem that they would have had in Mexico if they had gone longer. And I come on from a stream 2 days ago and I say people me I go beat them if them come and use that as an excuse though, because them tell me say that's the reason why they did it, you know. Alright.
Right now, last night, yeah, sure you say man they not acclimatized none all.
Yes, it never worked. It never worked at all. It was a disaster.
It was a disaster, JD. If they got there a week before, couple days. I'm here even another man come here, even parish council them call and I say, yo, he can't understand how game I play Friday and we are land Wednesday night. Because it's like me have said to myself, if you learn the man them from the weekend, because the man they not JD, the man them not play nothing at Jamaica. No ball game not play. I'm a some corner league I play, nothing not play at Jamaica right now. No? Nothing is playing. No ball
So
is being
you just said you said nothing not playing. So that means the players them not playing any football, and then the other man and CC, you hear that? You just say MLS2 players are no. Listen to CC. MLS2 players are play ball. MLS players are play ball. So on top of them being better than you, them actually play football.
So they match fit.
They match fit.
Them actually.
And them they're earlier than you. And they're there earlier than you as well. So every mathematics that you try, it just in favor of them and them. So, you know, boy, CC.
It come like say, you know, when we realize Jamaica, I think football as high science. I'm not saying football is not science and sports is science and but we have this thing too, brother. The thing is that it's not that I want to say game complicated or not, but I say small things them JD, do the small things them right, and the big things them will come. The small things are traveling, reaching in time, acclimatization, all them look at something there, factors. And then also playing football matters. Right now, me understand that Jamaica is a team like, Jamaica is a side where you don't have to play the ball if you come make a side now. Me understand it now. Because we have a man in a senior team where say now stop party till my 40. And he ain't play no ball. And in a side. Yo, so
I'm probably sure things you're going with, man. Yeah, man. For real, man. For real.
So, but the league has been finished for a month now. So
alright, you know, a good point that CC. Let me show you something. I saw Whisper play for Jamaica, never play no football. I saw 40 man was 70 play for Jamaica, never play no football. Saw Daniel Johnson play for Jamaica, never play no football. I saw Tyler Adams came back from injury, doing work for 60 days. No, 25 days, and the United States said he only can play 25 minutes. And he was upset in the Jamaica game when they were taking him off. And the man said, brother, the mathematics here, 25 minutes you can play, you know. Good job. You came out and did it for 25 minutes. And we see what you actually did in 25 minutes. Come off of the field. You see the big and a Tyler Adams that, you know. A man where that be one of the best baller ever come at Jamaica, you know. And him can't play 25 minutes in a USA team. You see the difference with standards? You see the difference with standards? All right.
The difference in standard, man. JD, question though. We never have something never that playing a ball to come play for it.
Which one?
At one point in time. Brother, before you get the league done, before you go to Australia, when you're the defender.
Which defender?
Me and attach, man.
Oh, yeah, man. We always have an attached players, man. 100%. Even Damari Green never played football when him come to Jamaica. Remember, I said Everton and him that war, you know. I'm just come and go straight in a Jamaica team. It no matter. It no matter. You not get a game. It no matter Jamaica. We have to start with a standard there because me just see the example where you just say, man, come and now playing a football and them up on the field. Tyler Adams are trained for 60 days or 25 days and him only can get 25 minutes. I'm a cuss. And Beralta say, yo, brother, I want you, man. Come off, I feel you, man. I want you, man, youth. You get me back in the game? You get me? Mariapa? Okay.
Mariapa did a play like said one time. Mariapa, they are no club.
Same thing. Hector never played for around 3 months and just come straight in a Jamaica team as well. Remember, so I think going on.
Wait, JD, notice what we are saying and notice what we are doing.
Hear this now. Hear we're gonna mash up the chat now. Then the coach come out and say, it doesn't really matter if them not getting a club for them, no game for them clubs. Because when them come to Jamaica, them just play better. That's how John was saying, no? That's how the coach saying, no? You should have fired him Ross from that day. Because you should have fired him Ross from that day.
No, JD, let me tell you, that is why, let me show you something. That is why people will be the legitimate players that will come here. I'm tell you, we're not supposed to do it. For example, Antonio come here, right? Antonio always a play when Antonio come here. But the problem we have is that a man like Hector in our club, I will still bring him come play. And you have he's not playing. He's not playing. Mario up not playing, but he come play. And then the people must say, boy, probably because him overseas base or him born over there, so make them a carry. And that's why I say, to me, it's like when you do certain things, you set up a man them, brother.
Facts.
You set up man like Antonio who are playing. You set up man like Bobby Reid who are playing. You understand? Because people, let me tell you, people bunch, for example, put it like this. One police stop you and him deal with your way. It's like automatically we say, oh, police, we don't like police. Because at the thing, we just put everybody together and have them as bad. So, with the football now, we have a couple players now play. Can we call local players, you know? Academy never did a play now.
Phillips never playing the ball either. Phillips never playing the ball when him get picked. Yes.
So, we are called both man, we are local, and we are called both man, we are ancestral. Man, we have them parentage, heritage, Jamaica heritage. All of them are Jamaican still, but I show people say, oh, we not bias and we are talk about man when I play, nothing in our side. It no matter where you're there, and no matter where you come from. If you're not playing, you must not make the side. I don't know party shop business. So my thing about it now, JD, is that when things happen like that, when man not play, put him in our side. When Antonio them come and sit, man I deal with Antonio like Antonio not play. Like when I see Antonio, the only way Antonio not play, I feel injured.
Facts.
Man I deal with Bobby Reid, like Bobby Reid now starting our side. See Bobby Reid get by for less. See Leicester buy Bobby Reid.
Instant.
Instant.
Just a Bobby Reid come, please.
It's a 2-year contract full of Bobby Reid, and Bobby Reid no want that, and Bobby Reid turned down the 2-year contract, and Leicester say, I want to know 3 year. 3 year. And the man gone and Leicester right now, so where that I show you say? So that means that the youth always have a club. So that coming this window, Bobby Reid go play football again in the
Premier League. Just one. And remember, you need to not forget this. He was the one that turned down Fulham again. It's big in article. Bobby Reid rejects Fulham's new contract, and decided he's gonna go elsewhere. So it's not like he got rejected from Fulham. They wanted him to play.
It's not like they released him.
He said he's not re-signing. He's just gonna leave. You know.
Okay, and the man does gone off, and the man get a bigger deal to go to Leicester City.
And he will be surely getting the game that he wants. You know. Obviously, they have to meet his condition.
But I think because they mean for Dewsbury Hall, they must say Chelsea by Dewsbury Hall now. So automatically they have that spot there, open a spot right there. So Bobby Reid starting them on their side, JD. But my thing is this: it comes down to we cannot be selecting like football now go play for 12 months of the year. We understand that.
Yes.
Now play for 11 months of the year. However, you have for example MLS calendar kind of different. MLS next. So in the period where this qualification tournament I play, the man them go play up to almost where the qualification tournament I play. So that means say you have players who are going to play. And we have turned down some of the MLS next players them too.
Yes, we know.
Actually the MLS next, we turned down some of them players to JD. So
yes.
We have players who could have come into the team
and compete because they are playing football and they have a better level as well. Yeah, man, you're right, CC.
Understanding as the players them we are going to play against. So that's why I say, a lot of the factors will affect us is even of our doing.
Hold on, a question come in the chat says, Winston Richard says, just my 2 cents. What time you're going to select? What you're going to select after removing all all players who are not actively playing games? So he thinks that nobody will be left. I don't think so. I think people will be there. You would be shocked because every single time we do our lists and show you that these players are active. You understand me? We always have over 25 players. Always. So players playing, and that would be much more fairer to a selection pool. Alright? Yes.
I'm gonna understand say he must play to make Jamaica side. I don't know name thing, I don't know who you know. You have to play ball.
Well, that is no, CC, that's the rule that you want. But that is not the rule, that is not the reality. You just need to have a name. Just get famous anyway. Just get famous on TikTok. I in a Jamaica squad tomorrow. Just get TikTok and just juggle 2 balls.
So So that's why I was saying. To answer the question, me I try to make the man know, say brother, we have right now. Remember when I tell me the JD man, I said them have a 60-man pool. So if you have a 60-man pool, then just put it for that. Then say you have a 60-man pool, but the same we can't when man now playing the ball, we see him in the side. So that means it's 60 man they not play. That means the rest of them they not playing no ball either.
No,
So you choose the best
but big boss, they never listed 60 players. Don't let them tell you no lie. Let them show you that 60-man pool and see if on a 40 player they on it.
But JD, yo, let me tell you what man I understand. You know, so JD, in a lot of these international teams, you have teams where, so for example,
hold on, before you continue. But Marlon says, based on performances coming in, Jamaica was the worst performing team coming in because we were one of the worst qualifiers as well, qualifier as well. So we don't put that into perspective. No, I think he's talking. I don't think he's talking U20s. I think he's talking Copa. But I thought that can also go for U20s as well because we were one of the worst performing teams that even came first and qualified.
Yeah. See, but yo, JD, you see, so let's say it's all right. It come down to the point here. I say, for example, how much players you think play for between in the last 4 years? I'll put it like this: in the last.
Okay, he said he's talking U20 as well, U20 as well. But for both tournaments that we just entered, we were actually the worst teams coming in. Like for Jamaica in the Copa, we were the worst team qualified. And for the U20s, maybe I thought we were 1 or 2 worst team qualified, you know, but based off what I saw yesterday, I think I should have just gave Cuba their credit from day one because I had said Cuba was better than Jamaica in my analysis time, but for some reason you guys convinced me. I need to stop coming here, you know, with you know, sometimes, you know, if I just say what I'm saying and done, you know, I've said the correct thing from day one is because I'm here doing more streams, talking with, you know, want to come and tell me bag of scientists, some mathematics, but oh, you know, you have to pick up for a team, you know, you have to stand up for the culture. Brother, I am just trying to talk sense.
But JD, let me ask you that question. In the last 6 years for USA, you don't think 100 players play for USA already?
In the last 6 years?
Yeah.
More than 100 players play for USA already. More than 300 players play in the last 6 years. Based off, yeah.
You know why I put out that point there? I put it out to say, you see, if you're not playing a ball, the man will not pick you. So that means a team that if I say 11 players play 30 game, that means that those 11 players have remained at a certain standard.
Oh yeah. That facts.
That is why they are in the team.
Facts,
so that's why I say, yo, we understand some people say, yo, you want to have the 23 settled players and everything, but at the end of the day, to me, if you have a core set of players, the core set of players have to be playing consistently and constantly at a certain level. And that they come down to, because all of them are the team, they're changing players. Because at the end of the day, if you play them now play, remember, you know, if you not play football,
finish up CC because I have 2 more calls. Go ahead. Finish up.
If you're not playing consistently and constantly, you're not going to compete. And I remember this statement was made the other day when Jamaica played Dominica Republic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of the guys that were selected weren't playing any football. And I know there was a criticism of the coach as to why he would have picked players who weren't playing football for about a month. So it come back now. So you see now, JD, it fast forward. I'm here talking about somebody from the JFF suggested, say, oh, why was the coach? It puzzled him as to why the coach would have selected players who weren't playing football. Because remember the APL done about 2 months ago now.
So you are saying that they should hold the same standard. They should hold the same standard now for this coach, right?
It's same standard because if you said it about Grimmy from the time Sir Al Grimson, if you said it about Imir in that period when he picked a lot of players to Dominica and we look shaky in the two game them, both home and away, then you have to say it about this, JD, because a lot of these players have not played football in over 2 months.
Yeah.
So that means if you're going to say the same statement, as a matter of fact, you know, JD, that's why I'm saying I'm going from YouTube. You know, this person must come on YouTube and I'm going to ask a question. Anyhow, I see anytime me hear the man again.
CC tried to defend is not non-brick from YouTube yesterday.
No, but what I'm saying, JD, because me doesn't realize it happened, you know, what I say, oh, but only did I say, the coach for the senior team pick some player who never not play football. So I'm going to ask this and say, oh, what are we going to do with this coach and now for the U20? We select someone and then not play the ball? What's going to happen?
Well, we're hold it right there, CC. We will chat next time. All right, big boss?
Yeah, man.
All right,
big up.
Yeah.
Respect.
All right, let me take a few comments before I make back the call. I'm going to call back everybody. Please don't. I will call back everybody in order, all right? Big up Brian Burke. Massive respect says, watch the first 20 minutes last night and decided it wasn't worth my time. All right, big boss. Rastakia said, there is reality. There is delusion. Can we tell the difference? 9 versus 0 is real. JD, love the commitment and the patience to keep doing this. You are a real and true patriot. Big up. First time someone told me that in life. Everybody born me and said, go and go stay at Belgium, you know. Nowadays says someone should have sit down with these players and tell them the honest truth that they are not good and they should try focusing on something else that they can have a career in. Well, that's gonna. I don't think that's gonna happen. Brain Jane said, "Would Phoenix done? I would have done better." No, Phoenix can't beat even CC. CC down in Jamaica, and I thought that CC would have gotten embarrassed just the same. You understand me? So that's your answer as it relates to Phoenix. Phoenix is not all that. Phoenix have a few players that are good. Liam Bailey is good. Whisper is okay. I still have not seen him translate to the next level as yet, and I'm waiting for that. So once he reaches the same level as Liam Bailey, I would say 2 players. You are a patriarch. Oh my God. That is disrespectful to say that CC wouldn't do better. Mr. J, honestly believe that CC would have done better than this U20? Really? Mr. J, come on, man. Sometimes you can talk rationally, you know, but some other time you just lost it. All right, Phoenix would have done better. Come on, J. I think Phoenix would have gotten 25. You know why they would have gotten 25? Let me explain why they would have gotten 25. The reason why they would have gotten 25, they don't know when to relax themselves and they have been beaten. So they would have continued to try run up and down, to kick ball while and run up and down and act like they are good enough. And United States would have put them around the ringer. They would have gotten 25. You don't see how Phoenix players them set up and play. So they don't respect anybody and they would have gotten embarrassed. They are not at that level. They are not like USA. All right? Like US. They are not like US, not us. They are not like US. They would have gotten embarrassed. Jamaica drop the play and conceded that they are not better. So United States dropped off as well. That's why we never get further embarrassment. People, they could have scored 5 more very easily. All right? So that's what I'm saying. I've always just stick to football principle, people. Okay, not that. Okay, Phoenix has 2 players. One is good, and the other is just okay. Yes, I would say that. That is just okay. I don't know where Whisper will reach in football. I know that he doesn't have the full football understanding. He's big and physical at a lower level. We don't know if it's going to translate in any big level football because now the other players are going to be at the same size. Liam Bailey did that. So we have to give Liam Bailey's credit, but I'm not going to give Whisper credit for what? We have to wait until he does something. That comment was for the person who said they should do something else. Okay. Further embarrassment, mighty God of Daniel. All right. If you talk to some people in Jamaica, CC is the best team in Concacaf. Well, that is reality. That's what that was the hell. That was a hell of a beating. No, it could have been worse. Sean, if you have, I know you're watching the game. I know you might not want to tell them the truth, but Sean, if United States never came out of second gear. Yeah, be honest here. We have 170 here, guys. You thought that United States was playing better? Wait until they meet Costa Rica. Wait until they see United States meet Costa Rica. Yes or no? Just drop a yes or no. Did you watch that game and thought that United States playing at their best? Just put a yes or no. I want to hear people think honestly thought that United States was coming out of second gear. They came out of first gear, but they were in second gear majority of the time. They slowed down the play several times for 10 minutes increments. That's not a team trying to go at their best. That's a team going at maybe a quarter, a third of their actual ability. When you slow the game down to dog slow and just passing the ball and say, Jamaica, come for the ball, man. Why wouldn't you not come for the ball? The man them slow down the game in 10 minutes increments, asking Jamaica if they're not coming back for the ball, and then pass the ball for 50 more times, and then drop it in the net, and ask you again. That is not a team playing at their best. A team playing at their best would be going at you without you ask them. All right, so Sean, I'm very sorry. It could have been worse. All right, I know they were way better, but I thought Jamaica would save their pride, especially the coach doing something to save the youths. Okay. All right, increments. Yes, increments in increments. Yes. Yes. So let me take the rest of the calls then, because we're at 100 likes. I think people don't like reality. All right. Hold on. Let me take this call just first. Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, what's going on?
I am here. Because you called just a while ago, I was going to go in order to call about the other people, but you called. So just give your take. What you saw on the game, what you think Jamaica could do, and if you support the United States, what you think United States need to do. Because let me tell you something, guys. Mexico ain't easy either. Mexico added some of United States top players on their team. So I would love to see a Mexico United States game.
No, Jamaica will always have this problem.
Okay.
If the grassroots don't fix, nothing will change. I talking based on experience from here in the US.
Okay.
And seeing the kids, how them train in the US, how everything operate in the US versus how things operate in Jamaica. Jamaica, them say a skillful baller, and them say, them put a hype on the baller there.
So Carla, what they perceive as skillful, because I think you better what they perceive as skillful.
Exactly. If you notice how simple the US they take it.
Thank you.
Simple, and then it's like the intelligence. You can see intelligence versus wildness in Jamaica. You see enough of the foul in Jamaica they commit yesterday. Unnecessary.
Yeah, just a frustration. If you can't touch the ball and people just walking around you, that's just frustration,
Exactly. If you notice the possession, everything is a long ball from the back. If you notice when the US have it, then play back to the goalkeeper because they have confidence. It's so the MLS next program here operate. Most of the youth program here operate just like that. Whereas like, hey, possession, you don't have to force it. When you see the players, make them come to you, open it up, play it wide. You play smart. It's more smart ball game. The dunce ball game not working in Jamaica. If grassroots don't fix that, you see the wild, out of my life, kick out the ball.
But Carla, they tried to pass it at first, but it never worked. And the out of the life never worked either. So what that just tell you? Because they tried the first 2 goals conceded by the passing never work. You understand?
Yeah, no, because the confidence and them don't have that. It's not. It can't say it's not something that them accustomed to. You get what I'm saying?
it will never work. That's why I would have, me personally, I would have loved to see them get a group of the overseas players and a group of the local players, have
Yes.
them play against each other. You get one of the Jamaican coaches from overseas,
Yes.
have them play for them typical system versus the Jamaican system, you'll see a complete
And then pick each squads off that. Okay, okay. That's a good. The caller said what we should do for all levels. If it's as youth 17s and we can fill it with all overseas players, we fill it and then fill the local players as well, and then use the two coaching then and then decide who looks better to go ahead. That plan don't sound bad at all, because now that it'll just be just the facts. Let me know if people agree with that. They wouldn't do it though, caller. That ain't going to work. That ain't gonna work, but that would have proved the point. That would have proved the point that everyone else knew. You know?
quality. The quality is like, I always say Jamaica have talent. Jamaica have talent, more talent than the US. Talent. You get what? Natural talent.
But where are we talking about running now? Because no, talent is knowledge. The natural know how to do something, and that is the definition of
No.
talent.
We're talking physical talent. Physical, like, because enough, you got Jamaica, you say, enough baller, you say, yo, you have the potential,
Why? Well, I mean, I believe I would have tried to believe in track and field, but good God, in football, Jamaica don't have nowhere near the talents. Nowhere.
I see enough little youth will come up and play. I say them have the talent, but the IQ, there's nobody to. You see, here in the US, people, the coaches is there to hold you, pull it to the side and make you accountable and say, yo, no, this is not how you do it. Hey, your bench. You're up on the bench until you figure it out.
Okay.
And Jamaica is like, no, man, take on that one player. That man,
May I agree with that, but nobody now agree with the talent. Big boss. United States and Mexico, United States, Mexico, Costa Rica, Honduras, El Salvador.
You think only for talent in the US?
Yes, man, we are talking big boss. I would have believed you. I would have big boss. I would have believed you if me. Carla, hold on, Carla. Carla, all I'm saying to you, if I never actually went to school for football and know what I should look for when we talk about talent, I would have believed you. Because remember, our country is filled with excitement, so it can fool you to make you believe. No, Carla, hold on. Carla, let me reason with you, Carla. Our culture is very deceptive because of our confidence. So our confidence in anything will make you think that Jamaica can do everything at the greatest level ever. So I am telling you, you're mixing up that with true definition of talent.
Let me show you something. You take all you from Ballers Academy in Jamaica at the young age, and you see them, and you take the same age and you bring them up and you say, yo, hold on, them can't keep up, but usually, like, even when Ballers come up and play in a tournament, you look and you say, yo, them can keep up, but what's the difference? The difference is development here in the US. Development here in the US is where the coach, all right, the kids playing them club, but them also doing training, and the coaches have set system of, hey, look, what we're trying to do is, this is we're keeping possession, this is whatever. And then if you notice in the US, right across the board, how them pick the US teams, everybody from the MLS, everybody play the same system. Every MLS academy plays the same system. So guess what? Once them pluck each players, it's easy for fitting. You see, I hear them say more than 100 players. Of course, more than 100 players play for the US. For the youth teams and whatever, because guess what? Every year you're gonna have some different youth where have an edge over the current players. But guess what? It's the same system. So guess what? Them not going to look different.
All right, so big boss. Remember, I know if all right, based off what you are telling me, I just believe that we are Jamaicans and we want to feel like say we are that. And but I'm saying because if the meaning of talent is the natural gift, like pretty much you don't have to study something to do it. And I am saying that I saw more naturally born gifted players coming out of America than Jamaica. Obviously, America is 100 times, exactly 100 times bigger than Jamaica in population. All right, but I still
basically I'm saying if you give me a youth from primary school, I'm bringing him up here and put him in a system. I guarantee by the time he is 17, what we can identify as talent in Jamaica. I take him up here, I put him in the system, guarantee by 17. Him is this wicked player. Because you take him out of that culture, the Jamaican culture.
What you just said? What you just said?
Like 8, 9.
8, 9, okay.
From primary school.
Okay.
You take him out of that. You identify the talent from there and put him in a system here. I guarantee by age 16, 17 is a completely different player because guess what? He's not going to grow up in that system.
I agree with you right there. But that is still not more talented. That is just okay. Because you can turn anybody into a footballer. Like you can with more education you can turn anybody into a footballer. Because what Pep did to footballing was to revolutionize footballers. Because at one point, because let me explain something to you. Football have a time and season. You had times when it was fast transition, so slow players never fitted in football. And when you realize you could have controlled the game and not be caught up into the game, that is what Pep brought to football. And what that does, it makes the slower Busquets them becomes world class because you're playing to the education level of that said system. So anybody can actually turn into a footballer, but you have special talents, the ones them that can actually acquire the same level of knowledge, but also have the skill set that are revolutionary on top of it. And I don't see the revolutionary players them popping up in Jamaica just off revolutionary styles, and they just want the extra education to put on it. I don't see that. I don't see that one bit.
Even like how people saying Jamaica, it was a failure in our Copa and Concacaf is the weakest division.
Yes.
Is horrible.
Okay.
But Venezuela is like them. They expect to beat Venezuela. It's impossible. The only reason Venezuela don't qualify for World Cup content, look who them playing against. Them playing against Uruguay, Colombia, Brazil, whatever. If Venezuela was in CONCACAF, Venezuela qualify every year, every World Cup.
Yes, that is true.
Certain things Jamaican people need to look at deeper than just say, oh, them lose.
But you're on this platform every day, don't? We never took that stance. We knew what would.
No. But I say, you know. It's like when you read the comments, I hear people.
No, but my platform kind of sway towards, I think, to be honest, because that's the reason why they subscribe to me. So a lot of people never really beat the player them on our channel because we already knew that most of them wouldn't live up to that level. We already had Jamaica coming last in the group. It was just Jason Guna and 1 and 2 other man, maybe a fight for Jamaica come third in the group. They were just fighting to say that some miracle will take place and we will come third. But nobody had Jamaica qualifying or fighting for no spot, bruh. So we had...
long story short, because I'm not stay too long.
Yeah, man.
No, at the end of the day, Jamaica just needs to fix the grassroots and the coach them.
Okay.
Grassroots.
All right.
That's how it is, and that's how Jamaica going to improve.
All right.
Will never improve, no matter who them get right now. Jamaica will never improve unless them
fix the grassroots. All right, then respect Big Boss, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So that is one of our next caller. He's kind of leaning towards grassroots majority of the times. All right. So let me call Marlon and then we go down the list because a lot of people are calling. So I'm calling everybody in order. All right. So we'll just hear Marlon for 5 minutes. I'm going to cut the calls. I'm a little bit shorter because we are coming in closer to the time. You could find those players in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, but not now. All right. Good afternoon, Mr. Marlon. How are you doing, sir? We are trying to get your expert analysis on what's up. So we give you 5 minutes of your time.
What's up? 9-0.
We don't want you to start from 9-0. Just break down the game, what you saw, and what how you think, because the people need some information. They need to feel confident going forward.
Information.
Yeah.
Information. I see a very good, well-organized Cuban team play Costa Rica yesterday.
Okay. Yeah.
Told everyone that they're way ahead of Jamaica, and I think they're still ahead of Costa Rica as well. Costa Rica might have, because Costa Rica players are playing in the league, they might be more have more exposure than them. But I saw them before playing Guatemala, and that's why I tell you that I think this Guatemala team, USA, might have more names, but this Guatemalan team is going to be a trouble. But they're in a tough group as well. But really, it's nothing more than what you expected. The 9-0. I never seen a Jamaican youth team got 9 before, so that was a record to put in history.
Okay, but we had said it's going to be anything between 3 and 6, right? So the 9 never really looked impossible.
I wasn't even looking at 6. I said between 3 to 4, right?
Okay.
I said between 3 to 4. But trust me, when it shows you something, and it shows you something, players who hasn't played football for the longest while, starting in the defense. The biggest madness was looking and seeing Christopher Ainsworth. I don't know if he must be well injured, because a player who plays in the Premier League, who plays left back, and then they taking someone who plays tier 2, who's a centre back, playing left back. That was the biggest madness I see from the starting lineup.
Okay, and he came on early in the game, so that doesn't tell you that he couldn't start. I think it's just what they had planned. I honestly believe that what they had planned was to try and stay as organized as possible against United States, and then bring some of the players them for later, because they are not preparing to win this game. They're just preparing to keep the score down. That's what I thought their first idea was. That's what I thought, But I thought that the goal was scored too fast and changed everything.
3 centre-back from a mistake from a right-back who had a terrible time in the JPL playoff, right? Then another missed pass again. So we gave him, literally gave him 2 goals in the first 2.5 minutes.
But Marlon, that is not. I had brought down both of those goals, and in studies, which I know you know, positioning awareness is important. So if you got caught between the striker got caught between the centre back and the next defender. He forced it forward, and then the midfielder got closed off, so he never had any immediate passes, and he forced it back again. That is not poor from the midfielder more than anything else.
The first goal Wizard was under no pressure at all.
No, he was not under pressure, Marlon, but the player is in the zone, and he's not comfortable on the ball. That's what I'm saying.
But look at me, you're passing the ball, right? All right, the players coming through the middle, right? Coming at you.
Mm-hmm.
You are turning to pass the ball, and you don't look where your defender positioning.
Yeah, I know. Yes, very bad, yes.
Remember he's going forward, and he turn back the ball, and pass, and you don't look to see where the defender is, right? The defender is advancing after you're coming out with the ball, and you turn back. Right? Then the next one, he take away and pass it across the middle. So Jamaica assist USA and the 2 first goal.
Yeah, but
they don't want nothing more than that. But it showed you something, and they need to stop disrespecting the players, right? When a player like Kobe Thomas there, right, who was one of our better players the last qualifiers, right, at 16, right, and then you bring now 2 years after, 2 years down the line now, when the player get better, stronger. Right, Kobe Thomas was very small the last tournament, We are seeing where he's mature now, right? And then you tell me, you need an attacking midfielder, right? You need an attacking midfielder, and you're going to tell me that we have to turn to a person who small who hasn't been playing football. I don't think small play 3 give up more. I don't think he get 30 minutes of more.
So he comes up with these ideas to pick these players, because you were surprised as well. We thought that he would have gone for familiarity as well as people playing at a higher level. So why he did so? So that means you have to beat him, Marlon. You have to beat him.
Remember the 10-1, right?
Mm-hmm.
The 10-1. Look at it now. Dustin Cohen starting the JPL.
Yeah.
Right? Was a starter the last time.
Yeah.
Right? Fabian Reyes was starting the last time.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Fabian Reyes is not on the field. Dustin Cohen is not on the field.
Right? My boy also as well from Cavaliers, not on the field either. Christopher Ainsworth.
Christopher Ainsworth on the field, right? Those are the senior players who was playing the last time. So you take these players who Wizard his first Wizard is playing with the team.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But you see when they do the madness, as CC was saying, there's a 60-man pool. That's the 21 players that was there, right? Players got injured. Right? So you have no right back there. Wizard came in. And when you look at it now, right, if it's the players from England, you didn't call them. What about the players who plays in the MLS? You have a striker that plays MLS and who has more than, I think he has 7 goals in the MLS Next Pro.
Mm-hmm.
But then you see his teammate is starting for Jamaica. Right?
So what you're pretty much saying, it's just a quota system and we maxed out the quota then, basically. I would not put in one more player in the team.
Yes, to me, it's the rumors are there that the manager sent in the players. The coach say you want these players. So guess what? They're getting what the only bad thing about it, right? Is saying the scoreline says Jamaica 0 US 9. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't really blame the players. They get selected, but they didn't select themselves.
Okay.
But
So
it shows you something when person put in the work to get players, right? And Jenny, people are saying that January would have done better. Probably have fight to get the players in, but guess what? January had a team playing against in the first round, in the semi-final round. They weren't the best team there. Martinique was better than them.
yes.
Against Martinique, where something I remember they clear the ball and the Martinique keeper run out and the ball bounce past him. That's why we came through. We were leading Bermuda 2-0. I have to fight
3-2 and see us off at the line. Even though we had a chance to make it 4-2 as well too, but they had chances just as Jamaica. So that was a dogfight game. Facts, Marlon, facts. But that's what I was telling people just a while ago.
Right. So as I said, we were one of the worst teams that qualified come out. When person was saying that, yeah man, we just try to do damage limitation against USA, draw with Costa Rica and beat Cuba.
Yeah.
Right? We are there waiting to beat Cuba. But when I tell person Cuba is way ahead of us. Yeah,
Cuba was a better performing team than Jamaica in the qualifiers. That's 100%. We had said that. We talked about that, don't?
Cuba, which is a communist country, getting players from Spain. Right? Unfortunately, the player from Valencia came in injured, so I don't think he's a part of the squad anymore. But it shows you where everybody is looking. Right? So it's not until these people in football in Jamaica see how serious it is and how the rest of the Caribbean is looking at it.
All right.
They're saying that yes, we have a better league and our players. But guess what? When it comes to the national team, you're Jamaica, we want to beat you. Yeah,
but Marlon, how true that better league thing is? You know, because Damrep League still better than Jamaica League. 18 on a league. Trinidad just start by them league. Suriname League just win the entire thing. So we not get exposed every time we change it, Marlon.
I think in general, I think Damrep League 2 years ago was better than Jamaica.
Okay.
I think the quality has fallen off.
Okay.
Has fallen off. Right? Trinidad League, I don't really.
Just start back. He just start back. That's why I said that. He just start back.
It's going back 2 years, but when you basically see most of the top players from Trinidad, they're more eager to come here to play. So I would say, JD, it's just embarrassment. As I said, it's been first in my lifetime watching Jamaica football. I'm seeing a youth team get embarrassed this way.
Okay.
And especially these are the players that they're looking for the next 3 years to really transition into the senior team.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Players were, we were second, not, I wouldn't say second, we were fourth to everything. Right? USA first, second, and third. First ball they have it.
Yeah, man. First ball, second ball, third ball. The zonal pass them on top of the third ball is just open. Yeah. It look like nobody ain't playing. It's only one time I saw two midfielders together in midfield for Jamaica. One time. And when they won the ball, and then we go straight to the right-hand side to lose the ball just after one time in 90 minutes. That is incredible, Bossy. We never looked like we were going to score a goal.
And I forgive young Mackay Welch.
Yeah, Welch try. He tries, man. Marlon, you see that dribble? That dribble that he tried to take on 3 players, and when him done, him does that, Jesus God, I can't go no more. And then he did not get clear outside. I'm say, boy, you try big boss, but this is not your team, you know? You know,
Look at this now. Look, this is the funny thing now. There's a player who MLS to explore, younger player who comes to the USA system, which we see Welch and we revel and say that Welch is everything. Welch has a tool. This young 16-year US, they didn't select him the last time for the under 17 and come back again, the same thing happened to him. So what if the next 2 years this guy break out in MLS?
He's not going to choose Jamaica. He's going to stay and not play for no country. And that's what Marlon, but that's what I'm saying. That's what will harm Jamaica in the end. And then we're going to be out crying and saying that nobody likes us and all sort of thing when we are the ones created this atmosphere But go ahead. Finish up so we can take next call in, Big Boss.
Yeah, when you look at a player like Malachi Molina, who was starting under 17, right? Starting under 17 right back for H22 was one of the best better players in the tournament.
Yeah, and true.
When the guy got older, 2 years on the line, right? You got mature playing MLS was starting, playing US Open Cup. And you're gonna tell me now, right? The player who you bring in to play right back. So it's as I said, Jenny, the coach have to take blame, right?
Yeah. For the selection, but also the JFF take blame.
But this is the thing again to know. This is why I gotta give utmost blame, you know. If you're coaching a team and you select players and a manager is telling you this, you walk away and leave.
Walk away, leave the job. You facts, Marlon. All right, Big Boss. Take your time. We'll link up later, yeah? Because me and take the rest of call him. Yeah. So that's Marlon, people. Well said, Marlon. Let me take the next call. 1 second, people. All right, so. Yeah, I agree. I agree some of the points from Marlon, but I have to just call it as it is, you know? Yeah. Hello, good afternoon.
Well, go on, JD. Big up to the chat.
I am here,
Yeah,
sir.
so-
What's good?
Well, look, I had a night to sleep off that drubbing. We knew going in that it would be an uphill task. I didn't really have a prediction on my show. I don't know if you did the same, but I didn't really want to.
I had a prediction from day one. I am the prediction god, so of course I am going to have one.
So
You
what
just
were your
never liked
Rangers
it?
scores? 'Cause I
You
know
just never liked
you don't
it?
like to pick one number. I know you don't like to pick one number.
Okay, yes, you're trying to take away my prediction credit, but yes, I've still got it. I had changed it when I looked at the starting level. I said anything between 2 to 6. We are gonna be getting, but this story of we're gonna win 2-1. It's almost impossible because I don't think we're gonna get 5 shots. You know, that's what I had said live. It's there.
I heard CC's legendary call yesterday, and I know CC was saying those things because he wanted to, I don't know. He didn't really want to face the reality of the prediction. I understand. He explained himself this morning, so we're not going to kill him. But listen, a few things, right? The first one, you know, we knew going into this that perhaps this team, well, not perhaps, this team was weaker than the team at the qualifying tournament, right?
Yes.
There are players that you know, we would have used in the last U20, not there, namely like a Kobe Thomas, right? That's one player. There's a player like Nicholas Simmons who would have played U17.
What's up with Simmons? What's up with Simmons?
Well, I will tell you, he's playing in the USL League One, which is just below the MLS Next, but I would argue that it's on par with it because you might go up against more senior campaigners, so you might be playing 30-year-olds and 31-year-olds, journeymen that still want to play. So I think that MLS Next and the USL League One are very, very similar, because in the MLS Next you might have better ceiling players in terms of where
yes, but not necessarily better players. That is true.
They don't reach yet, exactly. So it's a mixture, right? So I don't think you should just, at this under 20 age, I don't think you should just disregard USL League One players, right? But anyway, he's playing, and they brought in a young man, and I hate to do this, but I have to let people know the reality, right? They brought in a young man named Nailwa, who, to my knowledge, has never represented either Miami or Dallas, where he is now, in any competition. He's an academy player, which means he would be playing like, you know, cup competitions against other youth teams. Not knocking the player, he's developing. But again, I don't understand if you're picking a team to try to go up against professional players.
Did you make people aware that you have players on the team that are professional starters for MLS teams? Or you never made them know that?
I did.
Okay.
I told them,
so why people expectation was still so high? If we are gonna say that.
Well, I think that Jamaica just feels that if we have a certain plan, regardless of the players, we should be able to try. And I think the problem with that philosophy is this: what in your mind would have told you that this coach would know how to solve some of the problems he was going to face? Because even Sean made a statement, and I agree with him. He said, listen, I'm not saying that I expected us to win, or Jamaica to win, or even draw. But after 5-10 minutes, you're supposed to know as a coach, okay, this is going to get bad if I don't do something drastic.
He did something? You didn't see it?
Yeah, but what did he do?
He put on an attacker? He puts on an attacker? Yes. To see if he can press, to see if he can release the pressure. I know it's stupid because I had said this is dumbass. If United States want to give you 20 from this point, they can. That's what I had said. I know.
It was, honestly, it reminded me, I remember, my daughter plays football, right? So we play in Georgia in the youth league system, youth academy system. We went to play the #1 team in the state 2 years ago. And it reminded me of when we went to play them early in our development as a team. After the team go up 5-0, you know what the coach tell the team, JD? We can't score a goal until the ball go all the way back to the keeper and we reset. I don't care, we're going to turn them over, put a day in them box, pass back the ball, and we start over. And that's literally what the USA started to do.
And what you're describing pretty much is to tell people that don't catch anxiety under pressure. Just do what I say and go to the plan. Which I agree with you. I agree with you. That's what took place in the game.
And I like your take earlier when you were describing the game, when you made mention that I think after Soma's second goal, when it was 4-0, USA started to say, okay, we got these guys, and they started to play a little bit slower and maybe some no-look pass and some little flicks, and the 3-4 tackle where Jamaica put on them. My belief says Ryan Thompson, our goalkeeper.
Yes, tell him to keep it at a moderate rate. Don't drop your flow. Yes.
The man we brought them foot. So just make the man them keep it simple and not bother with the showboating thing, because it was going that way.
And go at a tempo. Don't drop to that low tempo. Go at a tempo. Yeah.
Because right now they can't get to us to break your foot. Let's keep it that way, right? And you're so right again when you said that a lot of these actions that were happening were fouling. Because if you remember, when it got to 4 after the 16 minute, we foul about 20. I don't remember how many fouls it was.
We never make a tackle. Every tackle was a foul. Everything was a foul. No, we never touched the guys them.
Every time we got close enough, we're just kicking them down. And it's just frustration. Because this kid that plays striker, right? He's trying to chase, but I didn't see. Did you see any kind of cohesion at all? at any point of any press that we had in the field.
And maybe that's why he puts his head down, because he gets to realize that what he learns about football, the next person beside him don't know it. And it's not only him alone can make himself successful. The next person have to close the angle, or else these men are intelligent enough, because you just started the reasoning from a point of no anxiety. I'm going to pass the ball even when you're shadowing me, because I know once I have my body here and I shield it, it's a foul. So why would I kill up myself and give you the opening to take the ball from me? No, I'm going to just turn and just pass the ball. So he knows that he's just going to press in vain, because nobody else closing off the next two inside channel. I saw him, and clearly he's more educated on the matter, and you can clearly see that some of the players them, and that's why some people love to hear and cuss me when I said local players not doing this. No, I'm just cursing to say that they don't know it, and what I can see in the football game, I am not just saying that they're not good, I'm just saying that they don't have the education to go with the other guys them, because maybe if you had three of the same guys, they would at least be on the same tune. So it could block lanes, but you can't see the blocking lanes because they don't know what to do. They are just be the fast, strong, and just have the attitude of we just wanting to play football, but not necessarily can do what is required to stop a caliber of this team. You get me? Yes. So that's what I have seen from the game. I don't know how you work it out, or you might find different words to make them process it, but I think that's my word.
No, that was clear, and I don't think anybody can argue what you just said. Another thing that I noticed as well, JD, there's a player that we have in the midfield there named Mackay Welsh, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want people to understand something about this kid. I have never seen a player playing for Jamaica or playing for anybody when the score is 9-0, the man is running like it's 0-all. And he's still trying. One time we're down 9-0 and the man comes short for a ball from the defender and he play it back to him. And he might put on him hand to him foot and say, yo, just play it back to me. The man just go down the right side and kick an next ball up the fight. And the man just, like, the man turn around and start chasing him, but you can see him shake him head like him and say, yo, we're not tired to get score pan. Just keep the ball or try. Let's just try.
Yeah, but you just give the explanation to what I've just said, yeah. The man not have the anxiety in him system. The reason why we lost the first two goals, is solely based off anxiety. The next man is not close to you, you have both of your angles to cover to gain the foul. So if you have both of the angles and the man just in your peripheral vision of your play, so he's not actually close to you. He's just there. So that means if you make a forward pass, you might get it cut out. And what you do, you turn back, which is fear. So that means you have the massive advantage now. You don't hold your head up. You know what you did? Just because you saw it come from that channel, you just put it back through the channel. But the guy already stepped up and made the width for you to pass the ball game. And you push it back straight to the runner. Which is the striker, and obviously he's gonna have the extra turn, because remember, you as a player, you're facing your defender, your midfielder to collect the ball. You have to turn around to chase him now. You can't catch him, big boss. You cannot catch him none at all. It's almost impossible. So it's just the fundamentals, Jason, is causing the problem. The fundamentals, it's just not there. That's why I'm surprised that the people just call in and say the talent, and Jamaica have more talent than USA. I just believe that we have more ego than anybody else on planet Earth. That's what I would sign up to.
I think, honestly, if you look at the history of the USA, right, they are not a team that dropped 9-0 in this competition over the years. Well, not against Jamaica, at least. And I have noticed that living here and going through, having a kid that play in this academy system, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the club she play at, JD, they break up the talent into tiers.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a A team and a B team.
Yeah.
Right? And in the summer, I was asked by the coach to coach the futsal league team for the A team, right? So I did that. So at the end of the season,
Mm-hmm.
the parents them all come to me and them say, yo, we like how you go on the sideline, why you not join the staff and help the coach and everything and blah blah blah. So I said, well, I will talk to the coach. So I went to speak to the coach. You know what the coach told me? The man said, listen, Jason, I can tell just from observing you on the sideline, you know the game and you're very good with the kids. But what I have to ask you is, do you have any coaching education? And I said, well, right now I just have my grassroots certificate and I work on my D. He said, well, to coach in our club at the A level, even if you're going to be on the staff as an assistant, we need you to have a C license or better.
Okay. So
JD,
standards.
my daughter is 9 years old, JD. 9. And the man them say, me not care what kind of talent you say you have. You can't depend on side
standards.
Like game
Standards.
have a certain license.
Standards, you know? Standards.
Standards, JD, standards. And another thing I'm going to tell you, my daughter, when she get older, if she's still on this 18, you know what the rule is for this club? You cannot play no school football. You have to only get coaching and training from our coach them.
Yeah, but they've always had that in USA. They've always had that in USA.
No, JD, you know, funny enough, you know, obviously I'm a bit, you know, I've been around and I went through the school system in the US when I was younger. And that was not a rule.
Okay. Oh, no, maybe it's my fault. I'm just talking about what I know about, like with Lashan, my family and stuff. They always just go to academies.
Correct, and it's something that I'm getting to the point I'm going to make about the USA and what they do now compared to in the past. Mexico win this tournament 13 times and USA win 3 times. You know, say the last 3 USA win.
Yes, that is true.
These changes that they have made are being seen in the development of the players now. That's why when you look at their under 20 team, you don't see no players where, what? This man go high school in New York. You don't go see that.
No, that no exists. That no exists. That no exists.
It don't exist again, JD. And we are here saying, okay, we have diaspora players, a person that is involved with the getting documents for people came out and said, to his knowledge, him know 13 baller we are playing at some academy and I play for club in the diaspora, in Europe, and none of them man on the team. And I am saying this point to say this. If there was one player in the team last night that could have maybe even sniff the USA team, is the one damn player we will get from over the sun. That started the damn game. And that's Mackay Welsh.
Yeah.
And we saw from in the under 20 qualifying how good this kid was and what they were telling us, JD. We are overhyped the ball. You know, see him get 2 yellow cards.
Yeah, and the yellow card that he got, and that's why I broke down the yellow card that he got for the red that led to the red card. It was solely of the transition poor play from over the wing side. So it was not his fault.
If the referee wanted to last night, a couple of our players get sent off as well.
Yes, especially the left back should have been sent off very, very early in this game. Yeah, that's true. I thought that we got favorable treatment. That's why I had said through my stream 4 times, people, I don't want to hear you guys telling me that the referee not helping Jamaica. We should have a 2 red cards. Yes. And look, the second thing, you know that the referee is sorry for us 100%. The man gave 1 minute in the second half extra time, and more than 10 minutes out of time we wait. Me have my clock right here. More 10 minutes 59 seconds, 10 minutes 57 seconds we wasted in time, and we get 1 minute extra time. That tells you that the man that said this done, the man them win. It don't make no sense. Let we just leave it right here and we done.
It's one thing to know you don't have the talent, right? But you have to set up the kids to at least have a chance. The man them don't have one physio on the trip. Every time them go down is the doctor run out. I don't know if you might give them a injection on the field. I don't know what the doctor gonna do. It's a joke thing.
Okay, so they never had a physio there? Okay, I never knew.
Physio, brother. The man that run on the field is the doctor for the
okay.
team. I don't know if you might go take out an injection and give them an injection and then
okay. Well, I think after I love how the JFF is hands-on and talking a lot on the internet. I hope they can talk on this and keep the same standard as though they try to stain Al Grimson, twist words and all them stuff there, and make sure they stay the same way now, because it's a Jamaican coach you have, and I know he will call you out, because the last time you guys removed him is because him calling out and say I will need to pick the team. People never forgot. Remember, so people have short-term memory.
That's the thing now. We know that this is not a fuzzy. So when this tournament done and him go back,
he might go tell you.
Camera in them face, he might go tell me, alright? So we're going to low. But last thing I go say to, because the coach can't escape it too. Me not care who pick your team, big man. Me look on the back line, me look on the midfield, me look on the forward them, and I look on the bench. And I say, okay, before the game started in JD, me I put the player them where me would have think them would have going.
Yes.
I know say it's about only about 4 people I get right. JD, the man have Javin Williams, who is the number 2, is a centre back by trade. You never see the man play nowhere else but centre back.
Yeah.
You have Nashan Bolt, who plays centre back for CC next
yeah.
to Badges.
Yeah.
And in the past, under 17, he play left back. Where the man them on the field, Blake and Bolt did I play centre back?
Yes, yes.
Right.
Blake also play defensive central in the game too as well.
He moved up after a while.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. They were trying everything, you know.
But the starting lineup.
Yeah, you're correct. You're correct. Yeah.
Yeah, and then right back was Bolt, which I didn't understand because he played left back normally. And then Javin Williams, who me never say I play wing back ever. I always centre back, me see him play left back. So even just the way the man set the team out, I was like, what the heck? Then I look on the bench and I say, okay, because I saw after the first couple plays, Blake hold him tight. We'll get some free kick, he might kick the ball with him left foot. The man look like he can't play, JD. I don't know why he's on the field still. He can't run, he can't move. Even the second goal where them scoring at JD, you see how far Vasquez pick up the ball?
Yes.
And the man just dribble straight through the
boy.
And nobody knows that.
I think I have to clip that goal. I have to clip that goal reaction, people. But it is the only goal ever scored on YouTube, and I have to stand up and walk off because I can't believe what I'm seeing. The man just run past 4 players and just strike it. And I say, oh, what kind of mad this is this? This is not football.
And just dribble straight. And nobody, the man knows how back up.
And just give him the way, guide him in the channels. Boy, Jason, that one man not gonna beat the keeper, you know. Even though me understand what you say.
The only thing will be the keeper about when the team I get when they sing the anthem and I go through the team, I look on the player and I say, oh that brother there, oh that brown man there.
Oh, him bleach out him face.
Until the man take off his I see the goalkeeper jersey. I say, no, wow, Kawhi and Lynch, John, the man look complete. And just where the man just play the game them.
Well, he was black at that time, Jason. That's how it works, you know. Yeah, in Jamaica, it can be black and white at the same time, you know. It can be Michael Jackson.
The man I use, him forget everybody them forget them secret because.
So what you're saying, Jason, we should make sure we put those clauses into no bleach out face, man. You know, no problematic situation. Oh, you're not gonna. So well, don't complain about the man bleach out face then.
Alright, well, we just make a point say it's a different keeper, and first never see that brother.
Okay, so you're pretty much saying the man have the wrong name then because he's not the same human being. Alright.
I was expecting, I thought he was like Alex James, you know, the champion guy.
Oh my God, gee.
But no, and the last point I'm gonna make JD, and it goes back to when we had the World Cup qualifiers the other day, right? We need a midfielder in the midfield.
Yeah, I expected it, man. I know where you're going to go ahead.
Why is it that Adrian Reed, after watching a tournament being played, and you say, we want a youthful player in the setup, the man them not draw for Welsh for come play midfield? Because after the game last night, I say, I'm bringing them. I say, you know, say, we just watch Jamaica playing at the Copa, and I say, midfielder them was, you know. You know, say Mackay Welsh better than enough of them man that we have to play midfield, right?
Yeah, but Mackay Welsh is better than the Adrian Reed by million miles. It's not even close.
Well, it's not even a conversation.
Okay.
And that's why I like some of the things that I don't like getting 9 love JD, but what I like is when you see them up against the level that you need them to be at, right? Because that's the best team in Concacaf based on results now.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Now they're 3-time defending champions, so we get to see where are our players? Where are they really? Did Adrian Reed look like he could play against that team?
No.
Did he look like he
No.
was
10 times out of 10?
No.
10 times out of 10, he's not going to look. He's not ready for that level. Mackay Welsh is better than him, and that's where I tell you that it's sensationalism. Why they pick these players? Because Mackay Welsh should get picked for the national team 10 times out of 10 over Adrian Reed. 10 times out of 10. Every fundamentals he has over him. It's not even a question overall. But I'm just trying to show you that this is the problem that we have, and we have to call it out, because if we don't call it out, it's gonna continue. Just the other day, you see me come out here and I bun out. I keep on a bun out every single day. Mirren Garden up on the staff. You hear Mr. Speed creeping. Oh, you know, if the coach don't really want them, you know, we can't actually accept that, you know, and even if we put somebody on it, no, we're gonna switch them every single time. So you see it? So sometimes you have to talk and stand up, man. You have to stand up and make yourself counted, because that's the reason why you're here. So if you're seeing certain thing, you call it out. And I agree with you. Adrian Reed ain't better than Welsh, and it's not even close. And I don't think Welsh reaches his real prime, real level that he will be. So take the kids them and take the right kids them. I agree 100%. All right. So you have any final other take? All right. Yeah, man. Cool.
Big up to the show and everybody.
Yeah, man. Yes. All right. So people, we have less likes on the video, and we are already 2 hours. You guys want the content and not supporting the content. Oh, you hit the like button, you press the screen, and you're gonna see the likes, the share, and the subscription come up. All right. And yesterday, you guys have not donated enough, but cause we needed 10 super chat because obviously man have to pay our light bill and we have to live our life. But respect to Determine that donated, and New Wave donated as well. And now we saw Brain Drain put almost 10 super chats, so big up to Brain Drain as well. But if you're not gonna super chat, at least like the video, because the one thing you can say, when we talk and you go back and watch the games, you're seeing it in action. We don't sell cocoa juice. All right, and we are the one we've been telling you from the last round that this cannot translate to the next level. And I can tell you this, with the addition that Mexico adds to their team, I actually think Mexico is better than United States. And once you see Mexico and United States play, you're going to say any one of those teams can fight to qualify in CONCACAF. The U20s. You are going to learn something when you see both of those teams play. When you see them go full all out, both of them can beat a lot of nations around CONCACAF. The quality squad that they have. All right? Both of them can, both teams that United States and Mexico has in the tournament can win a lot of CONCACAF games. Like the main national team games. Yes. Facts. Yeah, man, we don't sell cocoa juice around here, man. Believe me. You see last night there, do you sell unicorn juice? No. I leave that to, what you call him? The next guy. The next guy that they said is just like me. Mr. I remember his name. Serpy. JD, respect, because you are the only one that be honest. No, the space is there for people to be honest, and I want to be honest. This time around, I saw a lot more people calling out the U20 team selection than any time before. So let me give people credit too as well, because I heard a lot of people calling out the U20 team, said it's not gonna win. I was shocked when I see some of the most biased Jamaican YouTubers saying that, yo, bro, me nah pick a side, this team can't win no game, They never actually go in depth and tell people exactly what took place, will take place, like from the other team, but they still had the knowledge to know that this team cannot qualify. All right? Yes. So I have to still commend them. I would love for them to add more knowledge to the conversation, so at least everyone in and around can share the knowledge. So that means people can know the truth, so they can put the JFF under pressure. We can force to get the right players them in, and also we can fill the stadium because we get to know more people. You get me? So that's our job here. Obviously, we make money by doing this. If you want to make more money, talk the truth. Because I've never stopped making money on YouTube, and it's just because I talk the truth. So if you are in this business for money, just talk the truth. Nothing else. You already have a platform, just talk the truth. And that's it. You will make enough money what you want. All right? Yes. Anyway, that big of yourself. Tilted Arrow said, what you think will happen to the Youth 17 team? They said that they have a Youth 17 team training from now, which don't make much sense because you still have Youth 17 guys from overseas. So that will not be the end Youth 17 team. That cannot be. All right, but maybe they're just saying that the local part, if they are going to pick a player, which they are going to pick players because they have a quota system, which is worse than the U20 quota system, and the U15 should be even worse because they said it's like 2 old fee players can make a U15 team. Well, we never will win a game in U15. So write it down here, people. Unless we're facing some of the worst teams in history in CONCACAF, that's the only way we're going to win a U15 game. All right. That's the only way we're going to win a U15 game because Damrep is good in U15. Honduras is great in U15. El Salvador great in U15. Haiti dominant in U15. Mexico dominant in U15. United States dominant in U15. Canada have a good system, so we ain't beating nobody in U15. Just use U15 as a profile at this point. JD, I don't make money over here. Instagram. Okay, well I don't know. I'm just telling you. Talking the truth actually helps. It maybe not make you be as popular, but I think when people your replay value is important, and that is where you make your money on, because that's where your ads is on. Your replay value. All right. Yes, that's all I'm saying. I'm just giving some words. Them come back with something changes after U20 argument again last night. No, I'm just telling people. So for persons coming in from America, because a lot of persons came on my stream, is this not the right Jamaica team? And I said, no, this is the Jamaica team that we made it out to be. So we have 7 players that we can pick at this level for the U20s. For the U17s, it go down to around 5. And then for the U15, it goes down to 2. And one goalkeeper, so 3 max. You understand me? So I had to be explaining to people, and a lot of people texted me on Twitter and said, really? And I had to give them the paper to show them, said, they literally post this. And they said, but that is discrimination. And I said, yes, the brightest man in JFF said it's not discrimination. So clearly, not even the people in there know what the meaning of words are. Because the man says it's not discrimination, and I can't respect those people. Because I think that we're disrespecting people's pity. And people overall, because me here, I spend a lot of money in Jamaica. Just the same, I am not in Jamaica. I have no reason to be spending money in Jamaica. But I spend maybe more money than a lot of people living in Jamaica. Just the same, like majority of the other people them. And a lot of other people have their kids, taught the culture to the kids. They can do a favor to the country. And you guys are holding the effing country at ransom. You know how terrible that is, man. You know how terrible that is? Based off your lack of knowledge, you're holding the country at ransom. So when our kids them can give back to Jamaica, you're trying to limit how fast they can actually give back to Jamaica. You know how stupid they sound? I can't respect people telling me about education. Education what? You're dumb as F, man. You understand me? Big up, Bossy. And we live, you know, we live. How you doing?
Yeah, man, I'm there, man. What?
But that's there, man. We have vent, you know. I try to drop some, make people just know the truth, you know, and make people know how I feel about it as well, you know.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, first thing I have to say, you've always kept it to 100 from day one. So, in a way, I have to give you that, you know, as a props. I commend you for basically make a lot of people see the light too, because a lot of them used to be very delusional. Boy, me turn off the TV, or should I say, me turn away from that. Probably at when they reach 4-0, I say, no man, this is it.
Oh my God! So hold on. You say turn off your TV when you reach 4-0, but Brian Burke said the same thing as well.
That's about what, 35 minutes?
Yeah, around that. So
it was when there was a player from another player they bring on, who was a Cavalier player they bring on. I think I was
Christopher Ainsworth came in around 37 minutes, I think.
As them come on, so them score.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
I did we're going to say no man, we're going to get a barrier. You see me? I'm saying no man, this is ridiculous. But long story short, sometimes you know you have to face reality before you live on the fantasy, and I think that kind of showcased itself last night. Whether we like it or not, I mean, I talk for the people mainly when people say, yo, you know what? We need to have our own local, we need to have this is telling them, say, listen, the local product, we want it to, let me just say this first and foremost. Nobody, I want people to sometimes understand, say, listen, nobody never disagree, say, yo, we want the local, use them or the use them where they develop, we want them to be better. You see me? It's never been a doubt. Nobody not argue against that. We want them to get better. Would I like the local product to get to a certain level? But it's not there. And we have to live in that reality and realize, yo, the local product is not there. If we want to check it from the professional level, Suriname, the team we always beat them with, the Suriname Premier League team beat
The JPL Cavaliers,
Yes.
Cavaliers, the champions of
Cavaliers.
the
Right.
champions of JPL, yeah.
2-time home and away, right? It was
Yes.
home and away.
Yes, yes,
Home
yes.
and away in the finals. So that alone tell we when enough of them when you tell them, say, yo, Suriname play better ball or showcase better.
And look at that. And you know, say none of the ball them can make Suriname team.
Yeah, man, Robin, so me notice.
So the same man them we can, the same man them we can Suriname bring in all of the other ballers them. And I want to tell you that Suriname U20 was better than Jamaica U20 as well too. And it was not even close.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, I'm not asking you. I'm telling you.
No, me know that, but when I say I wouldn't be surprised, no, it's not even for what happened now, no, but me I say from that time when we realized even too when all the them deal with Cavalier, Robin, some them
yeah, man, I know, man, I know. We know what you're talking, man. You're on point.
We level our football not there in the local region. If we are big honest, we are not, because we're not better than the Haitian team them in a professional level. We're not better than Suriname team them in a professional level. Who we better than? I just probably a couple of
the Trinidad we might be over. The Bahamas then in place there. So yeah, I really, because look, Violet AC when they got the chance to play, they were the champions of the region. Then Suriname become the champions of the region. Jamaica not become the champion of nothing, and Jamaica the only one consistently are playing now because Suriname was out of football, you know, for a couple of years, you know, and then Haiti was out of football for a couple of years, you know. So you see it, even when they were out of football, they still come back and win. So Suriname come back in football and then become champions, and Jamaica never became any champion. Haiti was not playing football and become champions of the region.
That is what I'm trying to say.
So it is just you're talking the truth, man.
More want people to realize. Say, listen, if you want to look on it across the Caribbean region, we're not doing good. We're not above. We're not elite. We're not subpar to not even if we mention in the US, the Canada. And
no, man, we're not going that way. We're just stay where we are with them people. Yeah, man.
That's what I'm trying to show people right now. I just want to bring the reality, you know, make people realize that yo, we not so we love what we see, and that is it. We only watch our own thing, and we not watch nobody else. I would say, yo, we're better than them already. We're not. We have to realize it. Always start. All right, let's focus on some solution. Basically, as we said, the game never. It was crazy. We couldn't go any further. But my point is like, listen. In order for the youths them back home to get better, you need quality coach. You're a teacher. If you are in a school, because football is a school. If you're in a school and your teacher don't have an accredited license or in no know to teach a certain level, you as a student is not learning anything. So at the end of the day, the teacher have to be very educated to teach the students. That's how you're gonna learn the game of football, because it is as much as technical as much as educational. You have to understand and read the game and also know how to play the game. It's not just one where just I'm have talent. No, because this is how majority of youths have been failing. If we notice, when Jimenez, him just get back at Jamaica the other day.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Almost for the last, if you can ask me, for the last how much years, I've noticed a trend. Most of the youths them, as them fly out, give them less than a couple of months and then back.
Yeah.
None of them not. They are not advancing.
And what is the case there? Nobody have time, and people tell you the truth. So if you're not at that level, you're gonna know. You understand me?
But not only just that, I would guarantee you, say, it's not the fact, say, listen, that they don't have the potential, because that's the reason why they recruit them.
Yes.
It's the fact that they don't understand the game. They don't know how to read the players. They don't understand.
And the time that it's going to take to put baby spoon feed them, they can get a 16-year-old to the same level in that same time, because they have the basic. Yes. Facts.
This is why we need proper coaching to basically help the youths them to understand the game on a two-way level, mentally and the physical aspect of the game.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. We commend the JFL for trying that, so we are giving props to that. All right, move on now. Here's what we basically have a problem now with. Like I said,
Mr. Speed, technical director. Mr. Speed have been coming on all forums, and he would tell you, and him not scared. Him not back. We give him props to that. We're giving him props to being transparent as much as possible.
Yeah.
But here is where we have a problem with Speed. Everything else, me not have no problem. We move on with some things. We take a compromise with certain things. But you see what we can't compromise with? And if he want the quota thing under 15, me okay with that. You see, under 17, me will even make that pass. But you see, under 20, that's professional football your youth should be playing. Anybody we have play under 20 for Jamaica, approximately, unless you're just really good, you're supposed to be in a professional academy or basically on a professional team. You can't bypass that and use average players. And then we realize, hey, listen, at the end of the day, you cannot be sizing up the use them where you have back home because they are already not technically sound, not technically good, and then I say basically them better than the youths we have out there in the diaspora. It is not true. We have to live with the fact that it's not true. Me can tell us last night one youth when I see for the couple 30-something minutes, and number 8, him not play at Jamaica. I think at number 8, in my Afro here, light skin youth.
Okay.
A
Big Nail leader on the number 8? Only for Big Nail?
No, he started.
No, Big Nail never started. Big Nail came in. Oh, you said the player started.
Yeah,
Oh, maybe Welsh you're talking, man. Welsh you're talking.
Me can't tell you that you don't play at Jamaica.
Of course. Yes, of course.
No football. You can't tell us.
But the way he plays, you don't have a style playing team like that in Jamaica. You just don't have it.
No, but guess what? I realize him just a freestyle it out because guess what? I see him get frustrated at one point because he argued one of the wing back on the left. But at the end of the day, what I say it's like you can tell. Say, listen, what team don't know what them do. Them don't know what they're doing. No, people can argue or try to make a defense. Mr. Speed them can make a defense. This is what Wall was saying. Yo, them youths are not ready. That is one thing maybe I give Wall. Wall was very straightforward. He did make mention, say, listen, I want the best. I don't want not mediocre or not average player. And people are burning out for when they are saying.
Yeah, man. You touch a good point right there when you said professional. And that's what I thought all people doing videos on these teams would have done. Just go to the next teams, them, look at the sidebar, and because when the first video I've watched on the U20s when the squad released was Simon. And love the background. It's my back house, my back pub. So I can keep parties out here. You know, party like Leon Bailey, but it's mine, you know. Yes, I don't have the rent anywhere. It's my hard work. Came in Belgium and I own it, people. I own it. Don't tell anybody that I'm rich because I'm not. All right, I'm just working hard because I believe in reality, not fantasy. So I never came here and said I have to do all of those things to get rich. I came here and said I'm going to learn, get educated, and do a damn job. All right? Yeah, I have to give him it in the same terms. Tell him that that's the success in life. Do the right damn thing, and you will earn it, you know?
It's like, you know, say, JD, last night, may I say, what I have to realize, say, listen, at the end of the day, until we can have the coaches up to a certain level, coaching the youth them, we cannot shy away from what we have in diaspora for use and utilize because that is the way for now. You have to majority. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm saying that basically you won't find a couple other gems or
yes,
and some nice
yes. We get you, man. We get you 100%.
There is some, and like a couple of people mentioned, there was a couple. I think the last time around, the youth from that was playing for between Butler team and Cavaliers. That was a nice little defender. I think he showed some good possibility.
Which one, King?
No, man. I type on the under 20, the first leg.
Okay, in our first one, that was Adrian Reed. Did play.
You told them they argue about where both of them they fight over.
Okay. You had Blake and you had not Adrian Reed, you had the next young kid. Yeah, I know who you're talking, man. He came on and he was better than Blake. Yeah. True. Go ahead. Continue.
Jamaica last night. When him?
Blake. No, Ian Reed. Ian Reed.
Reed. Yo. You know what this remind me of? You remember, I was 4 years ago, the under-20 captain?
Mm-hmm.
You remember, what his name, Anderson?
The under-20 captain 4 years ago was who?
Yeah.
No, that's my boy there. Pearson, you're talking.
This is one of the worst on Pearson. Every pass with the 30 and every one. The man make I'm probably one completed pass. Everything the man kick, every pass was a bad play. It's like me, I said, no, what kind of player this?
No, but you know, he was touted by Mr. Speed that what he has is his pass percentage. You know, but now we realize that his pass percentage only can work in certain ways. You know, definitely this is a new challenge for him. So let me see. But yeah, he was terrible with his passes for real. That is true. The stats is on Concacaf, so you can see it for yourself. No, I'm telling you that you're saying the truth. I'm telling you because I had shown the stats. I had shown the stats, even because remember what I do. What I did was to talk about it, then go on the page and look for the player and see if it match up with what we were seeing, and everything that we said was on point.
Ridiculous! It was the worst player for we in the first.
Yeah, he was bad. He was bad, and he was getting aggressive. He was not leading the team. He looks immature out there, you know. Yeah, he was immature last night. That is true, but I'm not going to use. Yes, he was immature. His attitude was not nice. Yes, that is true. God bless. We all saw it. So let me see if it's a one-off situation, and see if he can improve his behavior. And then, as I said, he's the player that I'm watching for the whole tournament because they told me how great he could be, and I said I've not seen it as yet, so I'm still looking. You know, I do believe that Christopher Ainsworth is better than him, and have a higher ceiling as well. You know, so I'm watching because obviously they are young and they you can get different forms and everything. So we are watching, man. We are watching Big Boss.
Yeah. Well, you know, just to be fair, I not really solely blame the players them. Regardless, even though I say he was the worst player. The reason why I even have to give him that beat because when you're captain, you're supposed to accept the secondary responsibility apart from
behind the coach. Facts.
And the field,
coach.
You need to sometimes rile up your player them and say, yo, make with us if your coach need because I don't even see Jerome you get up. I don't see Jerome you get up. I don't know what Jerome will there.
Yeah.
You understand? Sometimes you have to even just basically coach your team if I saw. But at the end of the day, I just feel like, listen, you know what? Jerome Wade, the next couple of games, don't be naive.
Facts.
First and foremost, you realize say your team now is superior. You're gonna need to basically don't go like say you want to basically play open style football with somebody.
Yeah, don't give them the advantage because you have proper professional players playing against where they may just embarrass you. Yeah. Real talk.
Listen, you know what? Them team I go kill we, you know, if we play open style of football, you know.
Facts.
You need to create you have to be a low block, but you need to basically create
a more compact. Yes. Yeah, more compact.
Bring in your wings, them you have them outside wide, and man, them might kill you. You can't afford to do that with the next games. If you go play that naive, you go dead again.
Yeah.
It might not be the same 9, but trust me, you won't be far. So
right.
If really and truly, as a coach, because what him going to do, and 2, like I say, hopefully the JFF themselves come to realization. Say, listen, this so-called quota system when I do the under 20 now go work. You know.
Facts.
It cannot work. You need to wake up, Mr. Speed. You need to wake up.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. No quota in the U20 team because we don't have a professional league to put professional players in the U20s. Makes no sense. You understand me? So only a quota would have protected and not to put players in there. You understand me? Because if the man come out and the previous coach came out and stated that it's only professional players he's gonna pick, that means nobody from Jamaica will make the team. Period. You understand me? So they had to put in a next narrative to get back these players in. You see where it come from? That's where it came from.
But that is my theory, you know, that the coach say, yo, them youths I can't cut it. More on the best and the men are the best. Me see the best them over some. And there was a lot of people, according to what I heard on another station, that were ready youths from Ajax, all over the in other areas.
Yes, and it was true.
Quality players.
It was true.
And basically the man them not pick them. Now, couple of things how I see how when you hear about this conflict of interest and all of this control by certain people higher than the coaches, you have to put into question is, look at it. When you dismiss the coach who basically was an international coach, because right now we still have him on the payroll, him sit down there now, and you're bringing...
You sure him sit down there or him gone on? I think him not there either.
Him not get fired.
No man, remember say me get fired from the U20s, you know. Then them put him on and staff with Algrim's new.
I'm saying no that I'm getting some move on when they...
Yeah man, him get fired with so Algrim's staff resigned. Him staff resigned, so everybody gone.
Okay.
Everybody gone with it. Wall not there here, man. What Wall do here? Wall never interested in Jamaica in the first place.
Apologies. me understand that. No, which is fine. But what me I say, you're bringing in weight. Weight now go overseas, go look for nobody. Weight now scout nobody. We wait and pull up tape and look and analyze. Weight now check on them people. If he might do it, make him come out, come defend that, come tell with them. Me no mind for Richard and say, yo, all right, wait, sorry, I get it wrong.
Oh, they said he's still with JFF. That's what they said to me. They said he's still with JFF.
I thought he was.
Okay, well, I never believe that still, but until I see him, I will believe it.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
what?
We are not doing anything.
No, everybody say he's still here, so no problem. I will take you guys' word for it, but I will wait until I see him, see his big head before I confirm it, you know? All right, bossy, take care. The phone are dead, so me run off, yeah?
Yeah, but you can't just say...
Yeah, man, finish up, man, finish up.
I know a long time I don't call this JD, but much respect again.
Yeah, man.
I'm not gonna lie. You know, say, honestly, how many want to say again? It's like, you know, speed them off realize that this cannot work. You have to be realistic, Bridget. Me understand, so sometimes this is why people believe they're not trying to sell players, because at the end of the day, the objectivity, you cannot... If, for example, if we have youths that are willing to come play in under 20 from now, that is showing that they are committed to come play for Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
Don't wait till them get to a 20, 23, 24 window. Everybody see them now and want them. And now you go cuss and say, listen, them player now want to come play for we, and England rejects or whatever them like for throw and disrespect the youth them. Because now the youth them I say, one time I did well and come play the under 20, no, say me not good. So no, I have to pick and choose one I want, you know. You know what? No say no want the youth to come play and show commitment. The youth them come and want to come play, and I don't want to pick them. And I talk about want to put quota over everything. What is that? Then
yeah, that simply means we never wanted them from before, but because the people call the bluff and it shows that you them want to come and the people get them here, you have to put a next blockage in their way to say that it's going to be a number. You understand me? Yeah, man.
Because how them you say feel right now? Oh no, them ready? I'm ready for complete under 20. That's for sure. You say no. This can be the core for build go forward for next, you know.
Yeah, man. That won't happen.
Gonna turn them down. Next 4 years now, when they see them blow up in them leagues and them blow up in wherever, when I say, yo, come, and the man I say, yo, no, Bridget, not turn me down 4 years ago. What am I gonna go to now? Oh, you go feel. Then don't question people commitment and don't rush people then. At the end of the day, you have to have a level balance. And that is it, you know? But big up yourself, JD.
All right, respect.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. All right. So, guys, I can't take any more call. The phone dying. I have to run as well. All right. But thanks everyone that passes through. We did a good one. Break it down. We never. I saw people saying why we are beating the players. Them at some point we have to beat everybody down the line. They played. They should have said they didn't want to represent Jamaica. But we don't put most of the pressure on them because we knew that they weren't going to win. But we still have to call out who we saw on the field that never really lived up to it. So maybe because you have to play the next game, we can talk about who deserves to start or not. So that was the sole reason for us to do so. But please hit the like button and share and subscribe. Massive respect brain drain for the donations and stuff. Yeah, man. When I do come on the next system, I will read out all of them big bosses. All right? Yeah, man. So smash the like button on your way out. Share and subscribe. We will be back again. This was the outside edition in the pub side, as you know. Flexing. You know, yes. Sherman Scott said JFF gives all YouTubers content. No, JFF don't give me one content. Sherman Scott. Scott, stop your foolishness. We talk about football. I could have string up Costa Rica, 80 years, Suriname, and get more views than Jamaica. So my channel is the only channel you should never be saying that on Sherman Scott. So go sleep, Sherman, and stop trying to back your president. Your president a ghost. All right, or the president a ghost. Him not nothing in a actual federation. Everybody, you hear him say, "Oh, you know, I'm not a part of this." So what is Mr. Ricketts a part of? Just to be the head of something? Come on, man. Sherman, me a bunny out, Sherman. Me a wait on Sherman follow up comment. Then me done you. Good caller. Where Sherman says, "Not you, Jay." Oh, you better say not me. All right, yes, man. Big up Sherman, all right, yeah, man. But me still have to beat your president, say me Sherman, cause I know you back your president, you know. Yeah, man, good caller. Yeah, man, a long time. Fatal calling, man. DJ Fatal support this program as well. Yeah, man. A long time we there hearing the people, we there hear from nothing go on, you know. And we say belief, you know. And we say we will get the best players them and be the dark horse in a Concacaf region. And we say all of them stuff there. Nobody else never said them stuff there. Nobody that follow Jamaica football. Everybody will see come after them come. I talk about Jamaica football. We did say great again. And the same thing we said today. Say that's the way I'm gonna make we great. So we just refuse to do what will make we great, and we try to do the things that Sherman says to drum up more excitement and give YouTubers content. Well, Sherman, they can choose to not give YouTubers content by just picking the damn right players. Sherman, big up yourself. All right, massive respect. Ronnie says, JD, you should do content on Suriname and Haiti. I'm going to do so, Ronnie. You heard me said I'm going to do so. Obviously, the 4 a.m. in the morning thing might not be for every game. All right, because the 4 a.m. is very tough. Mans have woman, mans have work, mans have pitney. All right, and mans have them yard for clean up and stuff, you know. Me not rich like Lee and Bailey them for I am made to do everything. Me have to clean up my yard, do my own lawn mowing, trim my grasses, sort out the pool and everything. Yes, I have to do that myself. So, big bad Ronnie, you have to understand. All right, yes. 80 going to U20. Yes, 80 was in the U20 as well. All right, so people, take care, walk safe. We will talk again. Bye-bye.